Do you drive it here? Okay.
Alejandro. Ash wanted to bring it up, but next time I'll bring it. I guess it's.
Yeah.
I drive like 40 miles an hour. Some of those.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's what was driving beat up.
My kid is pretty fast.
Yeah.
You get like 40, 42 miles per gallon, something like that.
And the Corvette.
And that was about 20 miles per gallon. So, that was also, I'm just gonna drive it. No, I'm not gonna.
I found this from 13 to county strawberry through that. Coming back, having nothing in mind.
But they have to go and check.
And that's the thing, even if there's just for everything. I've done it before, and I'm like, you like getting in the phone? You like getting in the phone?
Oh, I have this
I
one.
do too. Yeah, you hardly put something in here, and I don't know why.
I think it's correct. I you don't know, I appreciate it.
It's all going early.
That's because you doing stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, they're really good at that.
That's what I was like, that's
No, they're really good. Yeah. Oh, no,
that's
they're
what
really
I'm
good.
like, courts manage.
And I told them, I feel like some people work in court once a week. I told them, I said, you know, I'd like to be considered for that. And I came from Superior Court.
Yeah.
And then there's like stuff that officers here don't know they have a judge. That's really important. And I even started thinking, how do you use school? And I was told because there's a small bomb in there. And she was not in transport. I'm like, I just think I can coach you here all the time. Just for this.
Tonight, class. TAP 2580.
Yeah. See, and I just like, I went to go home dress, because, dude, there's a lot of things that I dress on, that you gotta cut messages. So I went, like, I don't hang out, I go do stuff. Like, I knew you were there in 11, and I knew you didn't need me back here instead of 2. And I knew the court extra was gonna be really around 2, because we got a good person. Which I don't know why they were so early, and I'm not talking about the guy that was doing court extra, just, they all do that. They want to be there too, but I'm just not sure if they want 2:15. So. I had a reprint number 16. Yeah.
I can change my days off, I don't mind.
Oh, yeah, you won't have Friday, Saturday, or.
Yeah, no, I don't really care too much. I'm like, I don't care if you don't really have necessarily responsibility.
It's really my first 16.
Alright. I'll switch that when I was looking. Because honestly, I'm on meetings for the most part because they were working Saturday. I don't have that traffic on Saturdays, so I'll see better getting a lunch that day. Makes it easier for me to actually show up to work.
he should. Your son here, like, I was asking, I did see her.
All right.
All right, thank you. Please be seated. Do we end up with any LEPs?
No.
I'm gonna lift it up this high, because I'm afraid I'll fall when I'm moving out. Okay. All right, this is the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for November 5th, 2025. Court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples made on the 2 a.m. calendar on the first of the month will also apply to these hearings. And we're going to start with Mr. James. Fred James, if you please come all the way to the podium, you're going to be first. After that, I need Jonathan Gonzalez to go to the chair. You'll be next. All right. Right here. Good morning, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
My name is Fred James.
Which date of birth, sir?
096-1992.
72? Okay. Thanks. You're here on a new case.
Excuse me?
You're here on two things. One is a new case. The other one is a warrant in a pending case. I'm going to start with the new case from yesterday. You were booked in on new allegations of possessing dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and third-degree criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date, see if I can put these together. Yeah, it's going to be the same for both cases. So let me tell you about your warrant. In your warrant, you've also been charged with possessing dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and there was a court hearing in that case on October 2nd. You weren't there, and they issued a warrant for you. So I'm going to give you a status conference for both cases next week, which is the 12th of November, Wednesday the 12th, 1 week from today, 8:30 in the morning. Then you'll have a preliminary hearing in both cases on November 14th at 8:30 in the morning. And in between those, 1 second. Can we go back to setting bail eligibility in the afternoon after the status conference? Is this like the new weird EDC dates? I thought that was December. Well, I just have the evidentiary hearing on the 12th. I feel like it should be the 13th. Oh, because of what you call it, Veterans Day? Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure the court dates were right, but there is a holiday next week, and it's messing up the normal thing.
No.
So let me tell you, hold on, let me tell you why you need a bail eligibility hearing. That's in the new case only. It will be the afternoon of the 12th, 1:30 p.m. That's on a Wednesday. The reason you're getting a bail eligibility hearing is that by law, I cannot give you bail in the new case because you came in with probable cause for a new felony while you had a pending felony case. And the law says you can't get bail at this hearing. You have to go to a bail hearing. So I'm going to schedule that for you. You may or may not get bail next week, but you cannot get bail today in the new case only. You have new probable cause for a felony with a pending felony. That equation equals no bond. There also happens to be a warrant out for you in that case, but even if there weren't a warrant out for you, I still have to hold you no bond in the new case. So you just also happen to have a warrant. In that case, I'm just going to impose the $500 secured bond set by that judge a month ago. Don't try to post it, though, until you find out whether you're going to get any bond in the new case. And that you'll find that out in a week You'll see your lawyer in the morning. They'll talk to you about what's going to happen at the bail hearing. On your paperwork, it's called an evidentiary hearing because it is one, but the whole point of it is bail. So that middle hearing, that's your bail hearing. All right, now what did you want to say?
I didn't know I had a warrant.
Okay, well, and like I said, even if you had been going to court, I still have to hold you without bail. Anybody who has a pending felony and comes in with probable cause for a new felony gets held no bond at this hearing. Nobody knows that until it either happens to them or they watch it happen to somebody else here at the jail. So go talk to your lawyer next week. They'll tell you what's going to happen at the bail hearing in the afternoon. Okay? Except you left, I'll give you your paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Gonzalez? And then Joel Jacobs, will you go to the chair? Good morning, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
My name is Jonathan William Gonzalez, and my date of birth is 01/08/1992.
All right, thanks. You're here on one new case and two probation warrants. In the new case, you were arrested for theft of a means of transportation. It's a Class 3 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. And double check the court dates here. Good. I can put it together with the court dates in your probation case, so I'll give you all the court dates at once. You're also here on two probation warrants. You are on felony intensive probation in two separate cases. Back in July, there were warrants issued for your arrest because petitions to revoke your probation were filed alleging that you violated terms 3, 5, and 15. You'll get copies of those from your lawyer. You're going to have a lawyer in all three cases. Your next court date is the same for all three cases. It is November 12th at 8:30 in the morning, which is 1 week from today. Then you're going to have a preliminary hearing in the new case only on Friday, November 14th at 8:30 in the morning. In each of the probation cases, the court finds that you will, in all reasonable probability, be revoked to prison. So you do not have bond at all in your probation cases. In the new case, you have a $5,000 secured appearance bond and written release conditions. But you shouldn't try to post that bond if you're still being held without bond in your probation cases. Everything's on your paperwork. If you step to your left, I'll give you a copy. Thank you. Mr. Jacobs, Joel Jacobs. And then Osmar Tatimer Romero. We go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
So, Joel Samuel Jacobs, 11/15/1996.
All right, thank you. You're here on a new case, and the police booked you in on a number of things. The court found, for purposes of this hearing only, probable cause for 2 of those. And the reason I say this hearing only is the things I didn't find probable cause for are still alleged against you, and the county attorney can still go forward on them. I'm just not setting release conditions for them. You can talk to your lawyer more about how that works. This is not your formal probable cause finding. It is only for the purpose of release conditions. So, I do find probable cause for possession of dangerous drugs for sale and for transportation for sale or sale of dangerous drugs. Those are both Class 2 felonies. I did not, for purposes of this hearing, find probable cause on the narcotic drug allegations because the police say the alleged fentanyl powder came back with an inconclusive result. I think this is the one where you allegedly said it was lidocaine, so I did not find probable cause for that because they didn't get a conclusive field test. And they alleged some Suboxone that I would have found probable cause for, but not as sales. They didn't allege enough quantity and conditions for the court to find there was probable cause for sales. I understand. Don't say things that are going to incriminate you because you could absolutely go to prison for this. So it's a bad idea to say things. I won't stop you if you really want to. Well, but what I'm going to say is the police have already related an allegation that you said you possessed the dangerous drugs for personal use. You shouldn't repeat that here because that's an admission to a crime, and they already told me that they allege that. I don't know for a fact that you said that. That's a factual allegation. I'm just trying to say, Mr. Jacobs, I'm going to give you a bond, and I'm going to tell you why. It's mostly driven off of the fact that you have 4 prior criminal convictions. They are felonies. One of those is for narcotics for sale. One is for aggravated assault and kidnapping. Those are not small and minor felonies. And in this type of case, if you are guilty on just the methamphetamine for sale, and there was indicia of sales. I've been doing this a long time, and there was clearly indicia of sales. That means indicators alleged of sales. You will go to prison on a Class 2 felony. If you lose at trial, you could go for 15.75 years presumptively on only that. That is extremely serious, and the court believes there is a decent weight of evidence that you were selling. And so, for those reasons, I'm setting what I believe is a fairly low bond in a case like this, because they're not accusing you right now of having a large quantity. It is $5,000 secured. I often set cash bail in cases like this, but in this case, it does appear you may not be making all that much money off of it, and that so far you have preferred to commit all of your crimes in Arizona. If you were from out of state or another country or something where the court would have more indicators that you have a place to go if you flee, that would be cash only. But you're getting a bond, Mr. Jacobs, because the court believes there is a decent weight of evidence alleged to exist against you for one of the 3 types of drugs you were alleged to possess. Even on simple possession, you go to trial on simple possession with 4 priors, if they're all eligible, that's a 10-year presumptive. So you probably shouldn't make admissions in court when it's being recorded. So that's why I would certainly caution anybody in your position even to tell me that they had drugs for personal use, because that's a 10-year presumptive.
All I was going to say is my Suboxone is, I have a prescription for it.
Talk to your lawyer about establishing that. The state will have to drop the charges, I would think. It's certainly possible to sell your own prescriptions. So it's up, talk to your lawyer. If you get charged with that, your lawyer could then, have your defense ready to go. Talk to your lawyer about that. Maybe a lot will turn on what that powder comes back tested as. I don't know. I don't make predictions, Mr. Jacobs, other than I try to assess how likely is someone to appear in court and how likely are they to commit new crimes. And your criminal history is doing you a lot of harm on that scale, and it basically is going to for a very long time. And it looks like, I can't remember if you ever went to, you went to prison too, and you haven't been out all that long. So, you need to talk to a lawyer. At this point, I'm like, nah, I should have given you $10,000, but I'm sticking with what I said. It's $5,000. If you post it, Mr. Jacobs, do the math. Come to court. Comply with conditions. If you get caught, even simple possession, I'll hold you no bond at this hearing, just like I did to that one guy. And then your odds of being able to beat all these cases get really, really low.
Yeah,
everything's on your paperwork.
I've never missed a court date, so.
Well, it doesn't mean people won't start.
Yeah, you're right.
Literally just told them, you could go back to prison for possessing 1/4 gram of meth. You could go back to prison.
So make it worse.
For 10 years is what I'm saying. Is that can motivate people to flee. That's why you got to post a bond, Mr. Jacobs. Also, the court believes there is ample probable cause to suggest you were selling. I've been doing this a long, long time. So comply with your conditions. If you bond out, do not miss any court dates. We will absolutely issue a warrant for you. We will keep this money, and we will put out a warrant for lots more money. You step to your left, you get a copy of your paperwork. Mr. Tadema Romero, and then Michael Corral, will you go to the chair? Hi, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Oscar Tadema Romero on November 30th, 95.
Thank you. You're on a new case. You got arrested for theft of a means of transportation. It is a Class 3 felony, and there is probable cause for it. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is going to be a status conference, November 12th at 8:30 in the morning, with a preliminary hearing November 14th at 8:30. Those are in the downtown Superior Court. Your bond is $2,500. It is secured with written release conditions that include no contact with any alleged victim. That's whoever owns that allegedly stolen motorcycle, as I recall. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. You have to call your PR within 72 hours of release. There was a probation warrant issued for you 2 days ago when you failed to appear at a revocation arraignment. I don't know where that is in the system because I don't have it on my calendar. I'm just warning you, you're going to get page 2'd, and then they have to bring you back to see somebody on that probation warrant because it has not made it through to the court yet. But I can see it in the system. It's sitting there. All right, everything's on your paperwork. If you step to your left, I'll give you a copy. Mr. Corral? And Marcos de Jesus, will you go to the chair? Right here, sir. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Michael Jesse Corral, 12389.
Thank you. You're on a new case. This is going out of Buckeye City Court. You were booked in for disorderly conduct, a Class 1 domestic violence misdemeanor, threatening and intimidating, a Class 1 domestic violence misdemeanor, and assault as a Class 3 domestic violence misdemeanor. There is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm actually, I am, because Your arraignment hearing is going to be November 12th, which is 1 week from today, 1 in the afternoon. That's at Buckeye City Court. You have a bond. It is $2,500. It is secured. The point of that bond is to keep you categorically away from the alleged victim. The police allege a strong weight of evidence in this case. They allege that they listened to a recording which amply indicates that you may be a serious safety risk to the alleged victim and at high risk of violating no contact orders, at risk of victim or witness intimidation or retaliation. So you can certainly check with your lawyer on this. It is only a misdemeanor to violate an order of protection. There doesn't appear to have been an order of protection in place, but that came up in the probable cause statement. So what I want to point out to you, and I put the statute in your paperwork so you can look it up yourself, violation of this no victim contact order in a single way that constitutes harassment is a felony. And this court takes felony harassment, especially witness tampering, witness intimidation, with extreme seriousness. And I have had defendants in front of me accused of violating no victim contact orders in misdemeanor cases, and I've given them a $25,000 cash bond. We take it really seriously. And domestic violence cases often end in more domestic violence cases, more violent domestic violence cases. Domestic violence is a massive red flag for future domestic violence. And so you need to respect these release conditions. The size of the bond is intended to impress that on you. I cannot put you on an ankle monitor in a city court case, or I would have done it, but I can't. So it will cost you at a minimum money, and at worst, new charges if you violate these release orders. I have very specific orders in here that say, this order supersedes, which it's always true, this is just for your benefit, it supersedes any family court orders that you have, it supersedes any order of protection that might be served on you that says you can contact the mother of your children. You can't. You can't. And it could be a felony if you do. It's at a minimum a misdemeanor. To contact her at all, and it's not harassment, that's a misdemeanor. If it's harassment, which could be one text, it's a felony. And we will put a significant bond on you to enforce that. So it does not apply to your children, but if you can't figure out a way to see your children without violating this order, then you will not see your children. It is very simple math. Talk to your lawyer about getting any change to that court order. It applies and it will be enforced if you violate it during its pendency. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. All of those things drive domestic violence and bad decision making. So comply with these orders, take them with utmost seriousness. You may not contact her, not from the jail, not if she contacts you first and asks you to come over. You may not. All right, everything's on your paperwork. Step to your left, take a copy. Mr. De Jesus.
So I'm not getting.
And then Jazavian Jones, we go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Marcos de Jesus, 9686.
96 of 86?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. You're on a probation warrant. You're on probation for a Class 3 felony, and there was a petition to revoke your probation filed on October 14th. It alleges that you violated terms 6, 7, 12, and 15. You get a copy of that petition from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on November 12th, which is 1 week from today, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown probation court. Bond is set in your case at $2,000. It is secured. If you post it, comply with all of your conditions and call your PO within 72 hours of release. If you step to left, I'll give you a copy of your paperwork. Mr. Jones, and then Sabrina Hull, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
John Xavier Jones, 02/28/2005.
Okay, thanks. You're on a new case. You were arrested for unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, a Class 5 felony, 2 allegations of criminal damage as Class 6 felony, reckless driving, which is actually Class 2 misdemeanor. It's listed as a 1 in there. They get it confused with aggressive driving, which there would also be probable cause for, but talk to your lawyer about that. 3 allegations of endangerment as Class 1 misdemeanors. Well, the court considered bumping those to felonies. I'm going to leave that to the county attorney. There's at least misdemeanor endangerment alleged. Also leaving the scene of an accident. Class 1 misdemeanor. There's probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date will be a status conference November 12th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. That's 1 week from today. Preliminary hearing November 14th at 8:30. Now, in this case, what they allege is extremely dangerous driving behavior that the court takes into account. The court takes into account that you don't appear to have any criminal or juvenile history that anyone could locate. The court takes into account the victim impact statements that were filed, and also the state's recommendation for a $7,500 bond, and the booking paperwork states you voluntarily presented yourself to law enforcement for an interview. So I've weighed all of those things. I'm not going to set bond as high as what was recommended from the court, but to the court from the county attorney, which was $7,500. I set bond in the amount of $2,500 in your case, but you have to post bond. The court is very concerned about you being a risk of non-appearance and a potential danger to the community. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim. I did say you can have contact with the alleged victim who's your fiance or significant other, so long as you don't discuss the facts of the case. Absolutely no contact with the people in the other cars. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. Everything's on your paperwork. You can talk to the DOs after court about how you go about posting bond. If and when you do, you get released. Don't lose your paperwork. Don't miss your court date.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Hull? Where's Ms. Hull? All right, thank you. And then Deidre Jackson, will you please go to the chair? Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Sabrina Lene Hall, May 8th, 1990.
All right, thanks. You're hearing a probation warrant in your Class 6 felony case. There was a petition to revoke your probation filed on October 6th. It alleges that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5. You'll get a copy of it from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Excuse me. Your bond is, your next court date is November 12th at 8:30. That's 1 week from today. It's a revocation, arraignment, and possible disposition hearing in the downtown probation court. That address is on your paperwork. Your bond is $500 secured. If you bond out, comply with all of your written conditions and don't miss your court dates. Call your PO within 72 hours. If you do bond out, the number's on your paperwork, and he has that for you. Ms. Jackson? Okay. Deidre Jackson, and then Michaela Fisher, we go to the chair. Good morning, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Yes, Jackson, 12/1/1978.
Okay, thanks. You're on a new case. You got arrested for 2 things. The court finds probable cause for only one of them for purposes of this hearing, and that is the assault allegation. It's a Class 2 misdemeanor. For purposes of this hearing only, the court does not find probable cause on the drug paraphernalia allegation because the police did not provide adequate support for that in their booking paperwork. So you can talk to your lawyer about how that works, but there is probable cause for the misdemeanor assault. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date will be in the downtown Superior Court 1 week from today, which is November 12th at 8:30. That's a status conference in the downtown Superior Court. The preliminary hearing, November 14th at 8:30 in the morning. That address is going to be on your paperwork. Based on your extensive criminal history and record of failures to appear, bond is set on that misdemeanor at $500 secured. If you post it, do not go to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with that alleged victim or any witnesses. No weapons. You are a prohibited possessor. No drugs without a valid prescription. If you step to your left, I'll give you a copy of your paperwork. Thank you. Ms. Fisher? And then Richard Wonder, we go to the chair. Did some cowboy forget his hat?
I think so.
Hi, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Michelle Fisher, 7/28/1989.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a warrant, and I believe this was out of probation court. Yeah, you failed to appear at a revocation arraignment hearing on April 25th of this year, and there was a warrant issued for your arrest. We're going to reschedule that revocation arraignment together with a possible disposition hearing for 1 week from today, November 12th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown probation court. You already have a lawyer appointed, and you still will. Your bond in this case is $500. It is secured. If you bond out, comply with all of your conditions, call the probation department within 72 hours. The number is on your paperwork, and that gentleman has it for you. Thank you. Mr. Wonder? Yes. After that, Shane Crawford, will you go to the chair, please?
Take your hat off, sir.
Good morning, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Richard Wonder, January 12th, 82.
Okay, thanks. You're on 2 probation warrants. You're on probation in 2 different felony cases. And there were petitions to revoke your probation filed in both cases on August 18th. They allege that you violated terms 3 and 5. You'll get copies of those from your lawyer at your next court date, and that is going to be 1 week from today, November 12th, 8:30 in the morning. That's in the downtown probation court. It will be a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing. And I'm affirming the bond in each case, which is $250 secured per case for $500 total. If you bond out, yeah, that's right. I said it right. $500 total. If you bond out, comply with all of your conditions, and call your PO within 72 hours. He's got your paper.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Crawford and Juan Garcia, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Sherry Lawrence Crawford, 12/1/2000.
Okay, thanks. You're in a new case. You were booked in for resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony, and disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for both of those. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is a status conference, November 20th, which is 2 weeks from now, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing November 24th at 8:30 in the morning. All that's on your paperwork. Now, I was contemplating an ankle monitor in your case to keep you away from this location, just based on your criminal history for this kind of thing and just the repeated calls and everything that's going on there. The court believes more bad things are going to happen if you go there. I'm not going to put an ankle monitor on you, though. I'm just going to release you to pretrial services, and here's why. The police did a rather lame job in their booking paperwork, and as I noted, I put a note in there saying, I can't tell who's defendant 1 and defendant 2 in their paperwork. One's you, one's your brother. They allege both offenses against both people, though. One significantly worse than the other as far as the resisting goes. I'm guessing that's you, but I don't know. And the police, I hate when they do this. It's lame and it's lazy. And so I can't tell which you are. So for purposes of this, I'm going to presume you're the one that was less allegedly obnoxious. I'm still ordering you not to go there. I presume it's likely your mom that keeps calling the cops. I don't know, or some other family member that lives there. But reading the totality of this and looking at your history of it, you need to go stay somewhere else. I'm ordering you to go stay somewhere else. And if the police get called and you're there, bang, you're violating my order and you'll get arrested. I'm not going to waste an ankle monitor on you, though. Also because the police didn't do a great job on probable cause. And as I noted, and I give people harsher release conditions when there's a strong weight of evidence, like if the police allege it's on video, you might get stronger or harsher release conditions. So your PC is not great, so I'm giving you nicer release conditions. It's mostly a function of the police doing kind of a lame job. I wasn't likely to put a bond on you at this moment in time because what you are accused of is definitely obnoxious. If I had to bet, I'd bet you were under the influence of something. They don't really allege that, so I'm not ordering anything about it. But I'm explaining why. I'm ordering you to stay somewhere else, and I mean it. But I'm not going to put an ankle monitor on you. You're not, you're accused of being extremely obnoxious to the people. Oh no, drinking. There is drinking. I'm gonna saddle you with alcohol testing too. You got repeat issues with this. So you're going to alcohol test. Let's reprint. Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
So the alcohol is doing nobody any good at that location, clearly. But I'm not going to make you wear an ankle monitor. You're not exactly alleged of beating up your mom or sister or whoever was calling the police. But I am ordering you to stay somewhere else because I think there's going to be more calls to the police if you are allowed to stay there. I don't have your brother in front of me, so I have no power over him. All I have is you. I'm giving you a break based on the police doing a minimally adequate job on your booking paperwork. Everything's going to be on your paperwork. You'll be out in a few hours. Go stay with family. Go stay with friends. Go stay in Airbnb. Go stay in a shelter. Just don't go back there. All right, you can do a little standby to collect belongings if you can, to get your stuff, but that's it. All right, we're going to get you your paperwork. You should be out within a few hours.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. Mr. Garcia?
We had to reprint his.
Yeah, we had to reprint his, officer. Yeah, Crawford needs new paper. Yeah. Yeah, right here, Mr. Garcia. Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Juan Garcia, 345.
Okay, 3405?
Yes.
Thanks. You're here on a new case. You got arrested for? No, I go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I have to tell you why you got arrested, when your court date is, whether I'm appointing a lawyer for you, and whether I found probable cause. Let me do those things, and I'll give you a chance.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you were booked in for criminal trespass in the first degree as a Class 6 felony. But the police, as I put in your paperwork, they clearly allege that you went into a residential yard, not a residential building. And so that is only a Class 1 misdemeanor under Arizona law. So I've changed that and put a note in it on my paperwork. If they do have some evidence that you committed it inside or tried to get inside a residential structure, they could still charge you with that. But what they alleged successfully for purposes of this hearing is a yard, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. Also criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Resisting arrest passively, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor, and assault as a Class 3 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for all of those things. So I'm going to give you a lawyer, and I'm going to leave it in Superior Court, which is where it goes when they allege a felony, because they started with a felony allegation. I don't know if it's going to stay there. Your status conference is set for November 20th at 8:30 in the morning, which is 2 weeks from now, with a preliminary hearing November 24th at 8:30. And I'm going to release you, and I'm going to order you to report to pretrial services, which means check in with them, because it looks like you told them you don't have a fixed place to stay, so we want to keep track of you, and we want you to keep track of your court dates. What I really, really, really order, do not go to this residential location. Any whiff of harassing them is going to land you right back in jail. Don't go to the scene of the alleged graffiti either, which I think was the Christown Mall. Do not go there either. Just no contact with them. You come to court, you'll have a lawyer take up your case then. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, you're still under 21. And you can talk to your lawyer about this. It looks like you have a city graffiti case as well. I think they booked you in there separately. Did you see a Phoenix judge this morning? Okay, then you might be on their 4 o'clock calendar. I think what it means is they split the case, because there's fines and fees that they want to get into the city coffers. So I put a number on here that you can call a few days before this first court date and make sure you still have a case, because unless there are things they haven't told me, this case could end up completely moving over to city court, which is good for you. You do not want to be in felony court. But you won't know unless you can call a bit ahead of time and figure out, did the county attorney send it for, if you call, the court won't know what happened to it. They'll just know you don't have a court date anymore. So call a few days ahead of time and say, do I still have a court date on the 20th? And as I like to say to people in your situation, don't make yourself interesting to law enforcement by committing new crimes, by getting arrested for anything, for violating my release conditions, because it would be a very good outcome for you if this whole thing got sent to the city and then you're not facing felony prosecution. So understanding all of that, what did you want to say?
Can I get information printed out from what you said about the court and also assault? I don't know how I assaulted anybody when I was tased on the floor.
I'll explain. And yes, everything I told you is in writing. It's just also kind of complicated in writing. We're going to give it to you. Yeah. Don't lose it, because when you're wondering, if you read it thoroughly, it should be in there. Not the stuff about the misdemeanor charging. That's a little more complicated, but I did put a note in my paperwork, because that's really a note to the next court, to the county attorney, to your defense lawyer, to say, this is why I did what I did. I didn't find probable cause for felony trespass because they don't say you went inside a house. No. The assault is by putting someone in reasonable apprehension of imminent physical injury, and you can do that merely by faking at somebody and not hitting them. So this says, threatening to harm them if victim 1 disclosed AP1's location, like calling the police. So they were vague about it. It does meet the minimum standard, and I am releasing you. So you can go to court and fight this. This is just an accusation. Probable cause is a very low standard. This meets the standard for probable cause. That's not enough for conviction, but that's not the standard right now. So I'm releasing you. Once you get to court, you're entitled to see police reports. You'll have witness statements. You'll get to see all of that in much more detail about what they're accusing you of.
Because I want
the assault
the body
is not for
cam.
laying hands on anyone. It's a different kind of assault. It's a different way of committing it. That's actually a lower class of misdemeanor than if you punch somebody. So talk to your lawyer about that. That's how the law is structured. And I'm taking into account you are not accused of laying hands on anyone, just making them afraid, basically, that you might. So talk to your lawyer about that. Do not go back to that location, all right?
All right, I won't.
All right. It cannot end well.
Yeah.
So everything's going to be on your paperwork. You should be out in a few hours, although I think you may still have to see a city judge there in the next courtroom over, maybe that direction. Check with the officers, because I have a note that suggests they may have booked you in there for the graffiti, not here.
Oh, yeah, and with the graffiti, I didn't even print anything.
That one's not in front of me. I don't want you to maybe incriminate yourself or anything because I don't even have it in front of me. And like I said, I think that's driven more by there's fines and fees and things that they like.
I wasn't even aware of the other court case. Thank you for telling me.
Do you see them on Phoenix? Can you even see?
We're gonna check after this.
Yeah, they'll check for you and see if you're on the 4 p.m. calendar, okay?
All right, thank you.
Don't miss court dates, okay? Especially if you don't have a regular place to stay. It's hard to keep track of court dates. And I know you're very young. I don't think you've ever been arrested before, right? Not that I could find.
No.
You don't have to tell me if you have. I'm just saying, young folks in your situation, they can often fail to take this sufficiently seriously. We will not forget. We will not give you a break. You'll just get arrested and thrown back in here and given a bond. It's not a doctor's appointment. Don't miss court dates, okay? All right, step to your left to get your paperwork. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Alvidrez?
Hello.
Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Yeah, sorry about, I was trying to hold my pants up.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
What was that? My name and what?
And date of birth.
My name is Stephen Alvidrez, or Stephen Edward Alvidrez, and my date of birth is January 2nd, 1988.
Okay, thanks. You're hearing a warrant from White Tank Justice for and a driving on suspended license case. It's a class 1 misdemeanor. I'm going to give you an arraignment hearing November 25th. Wait.
I can barely hear you.
You may not want to just...
I just can't hear you.
Oh, well, that you can stop me for.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. I can't hear anything you're saying.
Okay. Why don't we do headphones? Because we can try shutting the door, but...
No, I can hear you.
Okay, let's do this. Will you shut the door? It cuts the echo. We have two things we can try. This is the easier one. Okay, is that better?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to waste your time. I just couldn't hear you, that's all. Yeah.
Would you like headphones?
No, your voice is very soft. I can barely hear it, yeah.
I will try to speak up.
There we go. Thank you.
You're here on a warrant from White Tank Justice Court. It's a driving on suspended license case.
Right.
I'm going to give you a court date in 2 weeks. It's November 25th, 9:30 in the morning. I think that's that's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, November 25th, 9:30. I'm planning to release you on your own recognizance because it looks like it's your first failure to appear, and you did appear once. You did go to court. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I don't know if I have time to explain anything, but...
Oh, you don't have to, though. I'm giving you a do-over.
No. I literally need help explaining my situation.
Okay.
Because I have a car, right? I've been homeless for 6 years. Long story short, my car was impounded twice in a row. Once in Alhambra, California, and once in Buckeye. And I'm homeless. I owe a lot of people money now, and I'm going to pay them back as a man of my word. Long story short, I was forced to get a California registration. I started my registration in Arizona. And then I went to go get repaired to pass a smog check. So I just need a smog check.
Okay.
So, but long story short, I think it's necessary that you have to hear this because everyone...
But Mr. Alvidrez, I'm releasing you.
I know, but...
Why are you telling me this? I can't help you with your problem.
Because this keeps happening to me, and then I'm not able to go to get my registration or my car or my license because everyone keeps taking me to jail, taking me to court, taking me to this.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I understand the trick bag you're in.
Okay.
And I give you lots of credit that you went on your own out of custody for that first court hearing, and then something happened and you missed it. That's why I'm releasing you.
But I didn't. I was stranded. I've been stranded in the...
And
Oh.
And I know it's hard. I
No,
know,
no, no.
but I just can't help you with a single.
I'm not
thing
asking you for that. I just want you to at least just hear my situations, because everything that you're saying, you don't even understand what's going on.
Okay,
You're just
but-
reading what the paper says.
Well, sure, no, you're right, but Mr. Alvidrez, what is the point of making me understand when all I can do is hold you or release you? I have one choice.
Well,
I can hold you, or I
because-
can release you. I'm releasing you.
Oh, well, I'm not trying to argue with you, ma'am, and I know you have plenty other cases.
I do, that's the thing.
I
is
know,
got-
and I'm not trying to argue with you. All I'm
Okay.
trying to say is, how am I supposed to go to court when I don't have a car and I'm stranded in the desert and I'm trying to survive, eat, and just live because I don't have
And
nothing?
I don't have a good answer for you.
I was just saying, like, how am
other
I,
than
you know?
I do have a list of
Okay.
community resources we can give you.
Mhm.
If you haven't, maybe there's some of them you haven't tried or some of them you didn't know about. That's about the only thing I'm able to do, is give you a list of community resources that might help you with a temporary place to stay, maybe some bus passes to get to court, something like that. It's up to you. We have them in court. You don't have to take it, but that's about all that the court is able to do for you.
Well, I'm not asking for none of that. All I'm saying is, how is it possible for me to go to court when I'm trying to, when I'm,
And I
you
don't
know
have
what I
any
mean?
good answer.
No, no, I'm not asking you for an answer. I'm just putting that out there. Like, you know, like they expect me to go to court. And I did the teleconference court with the judge on the phone, and she hung up on me, and she didn't tell me the date, anything. She hung up on me, and she went to lunch early. So she went to lunch. So when I called back to get the dates, they didn't even know what to tell me because the judge wasn't there. So I didn't know what to do after that
I'm
point.
not unsympathetic, Mr. Alvidrez.
Mhm.
I am sympathetic, but literally the only power I have to do any good for you today is to release you.
Mhm.
I'm still planning to do that. Please
That's fine,
try to
that's
do your
fine.
best.
That's fine. I'm just going through a lot, like going to the courts, in the car, the impounding, blah, blah, blah. And I was literally going to go to Sedona last night to get my registration and stuff like that. I have a friend with a license and stuff to drive me out there, and I was like going to do that. But, so I'm still just trying to get everything handled right, you know.
Don't lose your paperwork. It
Okay.
tells you where to go. You could always call them in advance and maybe ask for a continuance if you're still struggling for transportation. If you
Yeah.
call before the warrant goes out.
Okay.
I've heard that they work with people. Just
Yeah,
call
yeah, no,
before the warrant goes out.
You're right. It's just my phone's been off. I've been in the desert. Sometimes it's so hot the phone doesn't stay charged. I don't have a place to charge it. It's just been a lot of chaos. And I've been trying to eat and survive. I don't have no money right now. My bank account closed. All this bad stuff.
I'm sorry about
No,
that.
no, I
Hang in
appreciate
there,
you.
sir.
I appreciate you actually, like, you know, giving me a chance, though. Thank you so much.
You take care.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Fofana? Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
My first name, Shaki, last name, Fofana. My date of birth, 08/20/2002.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a fugitive warrant from the state of Virginia. And in this case, you are accused of committing second-degree murder, malicious wounding, and carrying a firearm in the commission of a felony. Looks like 2 allegations of that.
You say carrying a firearm as a felony?
During the commission of any felony, so while committing any felony, having a firearm. And so, in this case, what you have is extradition rights, because you have to face the charges in Virginia. All that will happen in Arizona is an extradition proceeding. And so the purpose of that is to determine whether Virginia has the right to demand that you be returned to Virginia. So people can waive extradition and just agree to go back. But if you don't want to waive extradition, then you're going to have an extradition hearing here in Arizona. And that is your right to have it within 90 days after today. You also have the right to insist that a governor's warrant be produced by the governors of each state and presented in Arizona before you can be taken back to Virginia. That's why they get 90 days, because they have to get one warrant from the governor of Virginia and the responding warrant issued by the governor of Arizona. And so that orders you to be handed over to Virginia. That's called the governor's warrant. You have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense to represent you, but extradition is not a criminal case. It's a civil case. The criminal case is happening in Virginia. That's where you have a constitutional right to a lawyer if you cannot afford one. In a civil case, you don't. What you have is the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense or to represent yourself in the extradition proceedings. And finally, if you do not agree to go back, if you say, I want to keep my extradition rights and have my extradition hearing, then you are entitled to bail. If you waive extradition, we hold you without bond for a period of time. I'll tell you about that in a moment. If you do not waive extradition in this case, it's my intent to set bail in the amount of $1 million cash only. If you were to post that here, you could be out of custody while the extradition proceedings are happening. But you have to come to all of the extradition court hearings. There's 2 or 3 before the actual extradition hearing. You have to come to all of those, or we will keep your bail money, and we will issue an Arizona warrant for your arrest on top of the Virginia warrant. That's if you keep your extradition rights today and go forward toward that extradition hearing. It's the 90-day clock, $1 million cash bond. If you want to bypass that whole process and just agree to go back to Virginia, that's called waiving extradition. And each time you're in front of a judge, you'll have an opportunity, if you want, to waive extradition and agree to go back. So this is just your first opportunity. It's not your only opportunity.
So if I choose to go back, how long would that take?
So if you agree to go back, I have to ask you some questions and take a formal waiver because you're giving up those rights I just went over. If you want to do that, that starts a 30 calendar day clock against Virginia to come and get you, provided you don't have any Arizona charges or holds. I don't see any for you, but I don't know everything that could be out there. It has to be a criminal case or a criminal hold from Arizona. That's what will stop the clock while you deal with the Arizona cases, and then Virginia's clock will start over from day 1. And so, but assuming you don't have anything else that hits the system, Virginia will have 30 calendar days. It starts the day after you waive. So if you waive, today's day 0. So if you waive, day 1 is tomorrow. If they don't pick you up by day 30, you get released. But the warrant stays active in the national system, and you can be rearrested on it because only Virginia can quash their own warrant. We can't quash a Virginia warrant. So I always warn people, you could literally be arrested the next day if they don't come and get you. So I can't make the choice for you. I can't give you legal advice. All I can do is tell you what happens, whatever you decide. So you could decide to keep your rights today, which means you can think about it and waive later, or you can just keep them the whole time and say, I'm never giving them up. Give me everything I'm entitled to, because those are your rights. Nobody can make you give them up. If you want to choose to give them up, I could take your waiver. Clock starts tomorrow. If you don't want to decide that today or ever, then you'll keep your rights. I'll set the $1 million cash bail, and I'm giving you a court date on November 17th, which is 12 days from now at 1:30 in the afternoon. That would be your next opportunity to waive if you decided between now and then that you wanted to. You could waive on the 17th because you'll be back in front of the judge. And there is a public defender generally assigned to that court to assist defendants. She's not personally assigned to your case, though, unless the extradition judge grants a request for that. And we don't appoint them out of this court, but the extradition judge could. But even if she doesn't, that public defender can give you legal advice. So I just like to let people know if you otherwise couldn't afford a lawyer.
I'll waive the extradition.
All right, let me ask you some formal questions because I have to make a record, we're recording this, that you understand the rights you have before I ask if you want to give them up. So let me ask, did you read the extradition paperwork we gave you? That's the card. Did you read that? I need a yes or no. I need a yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Just because somebody might transcribe it. Okay, and do you understand that you do not have to sign this waiver paperwork?
Yes.
All right, do you understand that you have the right to have an extradition hearing here in Arizona?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Okay. Do you understand that you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense for the extradition proceedings?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks. Do you understand that you have the right to insist that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you are returned to Virginia?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and do you understand that you have the right to bail if you keep your rights and go to an extradition hearing? You have the right to bail. That's the $1 million cash bond I talked about. Do you understand that right?
Can you explain that?
Yeah, that if you keep your rights and you go to your extradition hearing, you don't agree to go back. You say, I want my extradition hearing. If you keep your rights, you do have the right to bail. I'm going to set that high bail based on the nature of the charges. That's the 90-day clock. If you keep your rights, you get bail. and you have an extradition hearing within 90 days. That's keeping your rights. Do you understand that that is one of your rights, which is the right to bail if you don't agree to go back?
I agree to go back.
Okay, but do you understand that if you didn't agree, you would have bail, even if it's a high bail?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that if you agree to go back, that you will be held without bail for those 30 calendar days?
Yes.
All right. So, understanding those rights, do you want to give them up and sign the waiver paperwork? And you don't have to, you can change your mind. I'm not going to be mad. I always tell people if they're like hesitant, we do not compel people to do this. This is absolutely your choice.
Yes, ma'am. I'll wait.
Okay. Let me ask you again. Do you want to give up the rights I just went over and sign the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No.
All right. And have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication in the last 24 hours?
No, ma'am.
All right. Then I find that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are waiving your right to an extradition hearing and agreeing to go back to Virginia. My orders will direct our sheriff's office to notify Virginia that you're ready to return. Virginia will have 30 calendar days starting tomorrow to come and get you. And I always have to say this, if you have any Arizona charges or holds, their 30 days will begin at the conclusion of your Arizona criminal matters. Any questions for me before we wrap up?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then my clerk's going to have you sign twice. She's going to give you a copy of what you're signing. That is the extradition waiver paperwork, and you'll get a copy of that to keep. All right, then I have signed that, and she'll take care of it here, and thank you very much. All right, then no house calls. That's clearly due to skilled DOing, so thank you. I'm sure.
Wasn't me, so.
No, someone else's. All right, then we are going to stand in recess until 5 p.m. today. I always wait because every time I log off soon, then I'll walk slow and you can tell me if it looks okay. Look okay?
I'm gonna have to have all my papers.
Oh, did she though?
Yep.
Okay, all right, well, at least you know your business. Thank you. All right, thanks, Ellen. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
since we are ready and we have the court interpreter on for simultaneous. Okay, okay. She'll be on her way.
All right.
Todos de pie.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Gracias. Pueden tomar asiento. For the record, Your Honor, Sylvia Fisher, court interpreter.
And Ms. Fisher, I am aware of one person who needs your services this evening. Could you please inquire in the gallery if anybody else needs your services?
Yes, Your Honor. Would you also like the interpreter to ask those persons if they could raise their hand if they do indeed need an interpreter?
Yes, please.
¿Hay alguien más que requiere los servicios de la intérprete? En caso que sí, por favor, levante la mano.
I think it's the one guy we already knew about, right? Okay. All right. Ms. Fisher, will you ask that gentleman to put the headphones on? There we go. Okay.
Is that Mr. Galvez Valenzuela, just to confirm?
I believe it is. I haven't. Yes, it is.
Señor Galvez Valenzuela, por favor, póngase los audífonos.
All right. Give me just
Your
a
Honor,
second.
he said he could, but the interpreter cannot hear him via phone. Yes, he can now hear the interpreter through the headset.
Okay, good deal. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. My name is Commissioner Elizabeth Campbell, and this is the 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar for November 5th, 2025. The court's orders, the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Persons appearing before this court are reminded that they have the right to remain silent and that anything they say could be used against them. Most of you have qualified for a court-appointed attorney. If you have not qualified for a court-appointed attorney, or even if you have, you may retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I will be calling you up individually. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium. At the conclusion of your matter, officers will have paperwork for you. That paperwork will contain my complete orders in your case. It will also contain the dates, times, and locations of your future hearings. All right, we are going to go ahead and start this evening with Braulio Galvez Valenzuela, please. All right, good afternoon, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Braulio Didier Galvez Valenzuela.
Good afternoon. My name is Braulio Didier Galvez Valenzuela.
And Mr. Galvez Valenzuela, what is your date of birth?
Octubre 18 del 99.
October 18th, 99.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here today on two matters. We're going to go ahead and talk about your new charges first, and then we'll talk about your, I believe it is a justice court matter. All right.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, could you repeat the end, that it is a what kind of case, the second one?
Justice court. All right, so you are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and driving with a suspended or revoked license, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your new matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would need to go to your hearings in Maricopa County Superior Court. Now, you are also here because the West Mesa Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in their matter stemming from a December 30th, 2022 charge of racing exhibition of speed. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney for limited representation regarding the bond issue only because I am setting a $250 secured appearance bond in that matter. I'm also setting a hearing on November 10th at 8:30 in the West Mesa Justice Court. The address and contact information for the West Mesa Justice Court will be in your paperwork. All right, sir, do you have any questions for me?
No, sí está bien.
No, that's fine.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer will have your paperwork for you. All right, Ms. Fisher, thank you so much for your time and your assistance this afternoon. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Pedro Orozco, please, and then Larry DeYoung. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Pedro Orozco Robledo.
And Mr. Orozco, what is your date of birth?
November 9th, 1993.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that on or about December 31st of 2024, you committed the offenses of aggravated driving or actual physical control while under the influence of intoxicating liquor or drugs. There are 2 counts of that offense, both Class 4 felonies. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on November 13th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your grand jury matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release pursuant to that warrant, you would be required to participate in drug and alcohol testing as well as electronic monitoring. However, I also note from my review of your matter that you are in you're in DOC on other matters. So even if you were to post your bond in this matter, you would still remain in DOC on your other matter. All right, go ahead, step to left, officer, as your paperwork. Larry DeYoung, please, and then Danny Green. Hello, sir. All right, go ahead, state your name, please.
Larry Diaz.
And Mr. DeYoung, what is your date of birth?
July 31st,
Of what year?
1962.
All right, sir, you are here because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that on or about March 18th of 2021, you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit promoting prison contraband, a Class 2 felony, and that on or about March 19th of 2025, you committed 3 counts of promoting prison contraband, all Class 2 felonies. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on November 13th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100,000. But based upon my review of your information, it would appear that you are in custody on other matters as well? Okay. So even if you were to post this $100,000 secured appearance bond, you would remain in custody on your other matter. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer will have your paperwork for you. All right, Danny Green, please. All right, Mr. Green, go ahead, state your name.
Danny Green,
And Mr. Green, what is your date of birth?
August 2nd, 1995.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony, possession of a prohibited weapon, a Class 4 felony, possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $50,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain release conditions, including electronic monitoring. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. All right, Destiny Freeman, please. And then Sean Dortch. All right, Ms. Freeman, go ahead, state your name, please.
Destiny Freeman,
And Ms. Freeman, what is your date of birth?
January 20th, 2002.
All right, ma'am, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony, and possession of a prohibited weapon, a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $35,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain release conditions, including no contact with any co-defendant and not possessing any weapons. Okay? All right, go ahead, step left. Officer has your paperwork. Oh, wait, come back. Sorry about that. I apologize. You are also here because you are currently on probation in your case, CR 2024-117740. In that matter, your new charges for which you were arrested yesterday would constitute an alleged Term 1 violation of your probation case. In your probation matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in your probation matter in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, in addition to the other conditions we talked about, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Sean Dortch, please, and then Miguel Gomez. All right, Ms. Dortch, go ahead, state your name.
Sean Christopher Dortch,
And Mr. Dortch, what is your date of birth?
11/27/79.
11/27.
1979.
79. All right, sir, you are here because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that on or about April 19th of 2023, you committed 2 counts of aggravated driving or actual physical control while under the influence of intoxicating liquor or drugs, a Class 4 felony and a violation of 28-1383-A4, and 2 counts of aggravated driving or actual physical control while under the influence of intoxicating liquor or drugs, a Class 4 felony and a violation of 28-1383-A2. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on November 13th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. All right, Miguel Gomez, please, and then Justin Juarez. All right, Mr. Gomez, go ahead, state your name, please.
Miguel Gomez,
And Mr. Gomez, what is your date of birth?
11/1993.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that on or about May 10th of 2025, you committed the offense of promoting prison contraband, Class 2 felony, and that on or about May 10th of 2025, you committed a second count of promoting prison contraband, also a Class 2 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on November 13th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In that matter, I am also setting a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. Now, based upon my review of your case, I believe you are in DOC custody on a different matter?
Yeah.
All right, so even if you were to post your bond in this matter, you would still remain in custody on your other matter.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. All right, Justin Juarez, please, and then Joseph Santos.
What is, Your Honor? What is?
I'm sorry, what, sir?
What is?
Juarez?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry. All right, Mr. Juarez, go ahead, state your name.
Justin Israel Juarez.
And Mr. Juarez, what is your date of birth?
4/14/1981.
All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest in a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about January 1st, 2025, you committed the offense of aggravated assault, Class 5 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In this direct complaint matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. I do like to note in these situations, however, that even if you were to post this $5,000 secured appearance bond, you are, according to my information, in custody of ASPC Lewis. So even if you were to post this bond, you would remain in custody on your other matter. Okay? All right.
So you're going to handle it first?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you guys going to have me handle it first?
So as far as logistically how you wind up getting transported to your hearing, I don't know how the logistics of that work. However, I do know that you will, because you are in custody, you will be transported for that hearing on November 12th. Okay?
All right.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork.
Thank you.
Joseph Santos, please, and then Callum Yazzie. All right, Mr. Santos, go ahead, state your name.
Joseph Santos,
And Mr. Santos, what is your date of birth?
3/25/1975.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs for sale, a Class 2 felony, possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony, carrying a weapon in the commission of a felony, a Class 6 felony, Possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and failure to admit carrying a deadly weapon, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney, so I am not appointing an attorney for you this evening. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain release conditions, including electronic monitoring. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork for you. All right, Callum Yazzie, please, and then Christian Acevo. All right, sir, go ahead and state your name.
Caleb Thomas Yazzie.
All right, and I apologize for mispronouncing your first
You're
name.
fine.
All right, and Mr. Yazzie, did you tell me what your date of birth was?
No, it's 4/29/91.
Excellent. Okay. All right. You are here because you were arrested on a warrant based upon a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about May 18th of 2020 through September 28th of 2020, you committed 16 counts of false statement, each a Class 6 felony. And that on or about May 18th of 2020 through September 28th of 2020, you committed 1 count of fraudulent schemes and practices, Class 5 felony. And that on or about May 18th, 2020 through September 28th, 2020, you committed the offense of theft, a Class 3 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on November 10th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in that direct complaint matter in the amount of $2,000. All right. Do you have any questions?
Yes. I had someone using my identity, so I have proof that it was not me.
Okay. So I have appointed you an attorney in this matter, and identity is certainly a defense and something that you could talk to your attorney about.
Okay.
All right? Go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. All right, Christian Acevo, please, and then Melissa Mundy. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Christian Acevo,
And Mr. Acevo, what is your date of birth?
February 23rd, 2007.
All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of criminal trespass in the first degree, a Class 6 felony, and unlawful imprisonment, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain release conditions, including electronic monitoring. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim. You're also to obey any terms of any order of protection that has been issued or may be issued. All right, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. Do you have any questions?
It's my first time being arrested. I don't know what secured bond is.
Okay, so you can work with a bond company to get that bond posted. All right, a detention officer should be able to give you information about about the companies that do that sort of thing, and you can call them. All right. With regard to the electronic monitoring, that will be installed before you leave. In the event you're able to post that bond, that would be installed before your release.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. Melissa Mundy, please, and then Brandon Mankel. All right, Ms. Mundy, go ahead and state your name. Mrs. Mundy. And Ms. Mundy, what is your date of birth?
3394.
All right, ma'am, you are here on two matters. You are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $500. And that's with regard to your new charges. Now, you are also here because you are currently on probation in your case CR 2022-106089. In that matter, the Maricopa County Superior Court has issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your probation violation proceedings. In that failure to appear matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings in that probation matter on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In that probation matter, I am setting a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Brandon Mankel, please, and then Thomas Tiger. All right, Mr. Mankel, go ahead, state your name.
Brandon Mankel.
And Mr. Mankel, what is your date of birth?
August 3092.
All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2016-148847. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I'm reminding you, you are on intensive probation services, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 24 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. Yes, sir.
I don't live in Maricopa County. I live in Tucson. How am I gonna contact my probation?
Okay, so there's a couple things. One, your obligation to contact your probation officer following your arrest, that doesn't arise until after you've been released. So you've got 24 hours after you've been released to contact your probation officer, okay? In the event you are still in custody on November 12th at 8:30, you will be transported from detention to court. Okay, so you won't have to worry about how to get there.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left.
Thank you.
Thomas Tiger, please, and then Christopher Morales Ramos. Hi. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Thomas Dwayne Tiger,
And Mr. Tiger, what is your date of birth?
July 31st, 1983.
All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest in a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about February 16th of 2024, you committed the offenses of possession or use of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession or use of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Christopher Morales Ramos, please. All right, Mr. Morales Ramos, go ahead, state your name.
Christopher Morales,
And Mr. Morales, what is your date of birth?
October 6, 2007.
All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of resisting arrest
Class 6 felony, obstructing a public highway or thoroughfare, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and failing to obey a police officer, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and carrying a deadly weapon, person under 21 years of age, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain pretrial release conditions, including the requirement that you register with pretrial services. They will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearing dates. You are also not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. All right, you would also need to go to your hearings. Go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Brandon Warner, please, and then Bradley Hughes. All right, Mr. Warner, go ahead, state your name.
Brandon Warner,
And Mr. Warner, what is your date of birth?
5485.
All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a cash-only appearance bond in your new case in the amount of $500. Now, you are also here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2024-113655. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you were eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. In your failure to appear matter, I am setting a hearing on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $50. Now, you are currently on probation, so in the event you are able to post those bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to left, officer has your paperwork.
So what does the bond mean? I don't know. How much do I have to pay to get out? I'm homeless and I don't have a way to pay bond, so.
Okay, so in your new case, it is a $500 cash-only appearance bond, and in your the case in which you are currently on probation, it is a $50 cash-only bond. So it's $550 cash.
Okay.
If you are still in custody at the time of your hearings, you will be transported.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. Bradley Hughes, please, and then Charles Cope. All right, Mr. Hughes, go ahead, state your name.
Bradley Hughes,
And Mr. Hughes, what is your date of birth?
10/25/88.
All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest in a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about July 30th of 2024, you committed the offense of aggravated assault, a Class 5 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your direct complaint matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. However, I understand based upon my review of your matter that you are currently in the custody of ASPC Lewis. So even if you were to post bond in this case, you would still remain in custody.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. Charles Cope, please, and then Randall Estevillo.
Charles Cope, 11/28/1983.
Thank you. All right. All right, Mr. Cope, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest in a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about February 8th of 2025, you committed the offense of possession or use of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you would need to go to your hearings. All right? Go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. Randall Estevillo, please, and then Benjamin Scuro. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Randall Estevillo,
And Mr. Estevillo, what is your date of birth?
3/2/1998.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation. In your case, CR 2022-108562. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. I am going to note, however, that my review of your matter is that you are currently in the custody of ASPC Alhambra. So even if you were to post this this $250 secured appearance bond in the probation matter, you would still remain in custody. All right, go ahead, step to left, officer has your paperwork. Benjamin Scuro, please, and then Mindy Whiffen.
Hello.
Hi. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Benjamin Williams Scurro,
And Mr. Scuro, what is your date of birth?
February 18th, 1994.
Thank you. All right, so you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probations in your cases CR 2024-103158 and CR 2024-142553. In both of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney. And in both of those matters, I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter ending 3158, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $150. In your matter ending, 2553, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In the event you are able to post those bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork.
Thank you.
All right, Wendy Miffin, please, and then Crystal Ormsby.
Hello.
All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Mindy Whiffen,
And Ms. Whiffen, what is your date of birth?
8/28/69.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation. In your case, CR 2025-107673. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your probation matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to left, officer has your paperwork.
Thank you.
All right, Crystal Ormsby, please, and then R. Angela Acosta, please. All right, Ms. Ormsby, go ahead, state your name.
Crystal Ormsby,
And Ms. Ormsby, what is your date of birth?
January 28th, 1986.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2023-101583. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you were eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to left, officer, has your paperwork. All right. R. Angela Acosta, please. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Yes, R. Angela Renee Acosta,
All right, and Ms. Acosta, what is your date of birth?
3/27/1998.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here this evening because you were arrested yesterday on charges of aggravated DUI, passenger under 15, a class 6 felony, and having an open liquor container in the vehicle. That is a class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting a hearing on November 20th at 8:30 and November 24th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I am releasing you this evening on your own recognizance. However, you will be subject to certain release conditions. I am requiring that you participate in alcohol testing and monitoring. You are not to drink any alcohol, and you are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. You are also not to drive a motor vehicle with anyone under the age of 18 in the vehicle.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, step to left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Michael Spineska, please. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Michael Fonseca.
And I'm so sorry about that,
Okay.
Mr. Fonseca. It's quite obvious now that you say it really good. Okay, and Mr. Fonseca, what is your date of birth?
12/04/1987.
All right, sir, you are here because, give me just a second. All right, because you were arrested on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, a felony, and DUI, a misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. Hold on. Okay. I do see that you self-surrendered in this matter. All right. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 20th at 8:30 and November 24th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Absolutely.
All right, and based upon your promise to appear, I am releasing you this evening on your own recognizance. I am requiring that you do certain things, like register with pretrial supervision. They will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearing date. I'm also requiring that you participate in drug and alcohol testing with pretrial supervision. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and you are not to possess or consume alcohol. Okay?
Okay.
All right, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, and I think that brings us to our house call. We have one house call this evening. Our house call is Roland Torres. Mr. Torres' date of birth is July 30th, 1981. Mr. Torres is here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for his arrest based upon allegations that he violated his probations in his cases CR 2023-133962 and CR 2025-107427. In both of those matters, I am appointing him an attorney, and in both of those matters, I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In his 23 matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In Mr. Torres' 25 matter, I am also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. If anything changes after I talk to Mr. Torres in jail, I will update my written order in that case. And that brings us to the end of our 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar, and we're going to go ahead and stand adjourned until 8.
Driver. Not the hall, where and he left his little buddy out there by himself.
Yeah, I got help from him sometimes.
Yeah, he doesn't even know it was
He knows he's wrong.
If we were supposed to be working on, yeah. You need to start teaching that way, but the other way.
I think it should be.
Are you not helping him?
We should actually have the white shirts. So I have to do all the big work and everything.
I mean, have the lotion.
And that's it. I didn't know. Well, this there are a lot of help, but they can't do anything else. They can't do anything else. The search. They're learning to search the things we put through the, it's just something to do.
Oh, no, they're not. Yeah. The sergeant, you can go ahead and search his stuff.
Do you want to go out with the safe stuff that you did?
No, I've seen it also. I'm not helping ask for it.
I think, very happy.
You've seen him all those times, or you've done it?
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to.
All right.
One of us has to go out and try to.
Oh.
All right, good evening. You may be seated. All right, good evening. My name is Commissioner Elizabeth Campbell, and this is the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar for November 5th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Persons appearing before this court are reminded that they have the right to remain silent and that anything they say could be used against them. Most of you have qualified for a court-appointed attorney. If you have not qualified for a court-appointed attorney, or even if you have, you may retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I will be calling you up individually. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium. At the conclusion of your matter, officers will have paperwork for you. That paperwork will contain my complete orders in your case. It will also contain the dates, times, and locations of your future hearings. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this evening with Gerard Bigman and then Angel Lopez, please.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening, sir. One second. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Yes, Jared Steve Bigman,
And Mr. Bigman, what is your date of birth?
June 28, 1996.
Thank you. All right, you are here this evening because the Coconino County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in their case CR 2020-00282. In that matter, I'm indicating that an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing, which will be in the Coconino County Superior Court on November 10th at 8:30 a.m. In that matter, and pursuant to their arrest warrant, I am setting a $5,000 cash-only appearance bond. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would need to go to your hearings as well as contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay. I had a question, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
So I was in Holbrook recently back in September, and I got the bail posted there, and also Coconino wanted another bond, so we just paid $5,000 out of that one, also to that one. Is there a reason why is there another $5,000 bond?
So this one is, so I do not have access to Coconino's case system, so I know very little about it. What I do know that this arrest warrant is valid because it was confirmed today, or it wouldn't be on the docket this evening. So I do know that this is for a probation violation or allegations of probation violation, but that's really all I know about it.
Okay, so with that being said, it's like a lot of money within like paying these bonds. Is there a way that you can shorten the amount of that bond?
You know, no, because this is an out-of-county bond, and again, I know I don't have any information on your case. What I do know is that a judicial officer who had a lot more information about your case made the recommendation for a $5,000 cash-only appearance bond, so I'm going to go ahead and honor that this evening.
Okay.
Okay?
So, I'm sorry to interrupt you. So there's no way of me getting released tonight?
No, well, if you go ahead and post that bond, then yes.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork.
Thank you.
Angel Lopez, please, and then Johnny Torres. All right, Mr. Lopez, go ahead, state your name.
Angel Lopez,
And Mr. Lopez, what is your date of birth?
August 4th, 2006.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2022-126834. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a $5,000 secured appearance bond. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, and you would need to go to your hearings.
Ma'am, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Is there any way you guys could lower the bond? Because I'm homeless at the moment, and I've been homeless for the longest.
So, one, it looks like you are on probation for a serious felony offense.
Yes.
It also looks like you've been reinstated once. And it looks like, I'm basing this off the petition to revoke your probation. It also looks like you have been out of contact since approximately the middle of June.
Yes.
All right, all that being said, I think that the $5,000 secured appearance bond is appropriate in this case.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork for you.
Thank you.
All right, Johnny Torres, please. And then Jordan Thompson.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me go find Torres.
Okay. Could we move Mr. Torres towards the bottom? All right. Jordan Thompson. And then David Angulo.
Jordan Thompson?
Hello, please state your, I just said that. All right, and what is your date of birth?
12/01/03.
Okay. All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case, CR 2021-146310. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. Now, I see from my notes that you are currently in the custody of ASPC Alhambra. So even if,
Alhambra? Because I'm in Yuma.
oh, are you in Yuma?
Yeah, I am in Yuma.
Okay. Well, that is my mistake. I'm sorry, but you know where you're at.
Yeah. Well, I did have a quick question, not to interrupt.
I know.
But I have a question. Since I am in DLC custody, is there any way we could set this hearing a lot closer instead of farther, like a lot closer? Because I am trying to just revoke this, whatever, pull my probation. Because I am in DLC and I'm in education, I'm in programs, and there's a lot of things I do have to get back to on the yard. So I was trying to figure out if we could set a date a lot closer.
So,
or like, my bad, I'm sorry about that.
no, you are fine. I have no control over that.
Okay.
And I, you know, I have other folks, have asked me to move stuff to accommodate them, and I can't.
Okay.
They give me dates and I tell you dates is basically how it works.
What's today's date?
Today's date is the 5th. So your first hearing in this case is November 12th at 8:30.
Okay.
Okay? So I am appointing you an attorney. Karina, could we print it? I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearing on November 12th at 8:30. And as we discussed, I am setting that secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. However, again, as we discussed, even if you were to post that bond, you would still remain in the custody of ASPC.
Okay.
Okay?
And I'm not going to Alhambra, am I?
Okay. I have no information about where you're going. What I was looking at is the order to secure attendance of a prisoner, which reflects that you were coming from Alhambra. That could have been a paperwork error.
Okay.
Because that's the only reason I thought you were in Alhambra.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We did reprint your paperwork to remove the reference to Alhambra because you said you weren't there.
Yeah, I'm in Yuma, Dakota.
Okay.
That's right. Thank you.
All right.
We'll bring the paperwork on. Actually, you got it right here. And, Your Honor, the court is here now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we move them up. All right, we'll go ahead with David Angulo, and then we'll take Torres if that works for officers. Okay. All right, Mr. Angulo, go ahead and state your name.
David Gregory Angulo,
And Mr. Angulo, what is your date of birth?
11/14/1976.
All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2019-106245. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a cash-only appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $1,250. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, and you do need to go to your hearings.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has the paperwork. All right, Mr. Torres? All right, Mr. Torres, go ahead, state your name, please.
Johnny Solomon Torres Jr.
All right, wait, so much slower. I'm sorry, what is your name?
Johnny Solomon Torres Jr.
And Mr. Torres, what is your date of birth?
8/13/91.
All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your cases CR 2023-107941, CR 2021-125029, and CR 2023-155509. In each of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and in each of those matters, I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 23 matter ending 07941, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. In your 21 case ending 5029, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. In your 23 case ending 5509, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on intensive probation services, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 24 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer, as your paperwork. All right, Stephanie Verdugo, please, and then Travis King-Tins. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Stephanie Verdugo, April 24, 2000.
I'm sorry, say the date of birth a little slower for me.
April 24, 2000.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2025-129036. In that matter, I'm not appointing an attorney for you because if you were eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000 in your case. All right, in the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, give me just a second. It looks like you are on probation in a different case, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. And Karina, could we reprint that to have the probation information in there? All right, we are reprinting that, so you will have your probation contact reminder. We'll bring it out to you if you want to go ahead and have a seat. All right, Travis Kington. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Travis Scott Armstrong Quintins,
And Mr. Kington, what is your date of birth?
12/10/91.
Thank you. All right, sir. You are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your cases CR 2024-107740, CR 2023-134059, CR 2021-02384, CR 2025-103863, and CR 2025-0037775. In each of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and in each of those hearings, in each of those cases, I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 24 case ending 7740, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In your 23 case ending 4059, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $200. In your 21 case ending 2384, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In your 25 case ending 3863, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. And finally, in your 25 case ending 3775, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post those bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Now, you are also here because you were arrested earlier you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. Based on the limited information that I have in front of me this evening, I'm not finding probable cause for your new charges. That doesn't mean that those charges are dismissed, and in fact, they are not dismissed. You must still attend the court dates that I will give you, because formal charges may nevertheless be filed. Your failure to appear at the court dates on your new charges could result in a warrant being issued for your arrest. On your new charges, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 20th at 8:30 and November 24th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Do you have any questions? All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Tricia Minor, please, and then Alex Nunez. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Tricia Minor.
And Ms. Minor, what is your date of birth?
3/4/81.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probations in your cases CR 2021-101664 and CR 2022-000874. In both of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and in both of those matters, I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 21 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. And hold on, actually, in your 21 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In your 22 case,
Ma'am?
Yes.
Is there any way I don't have anyone to post bond, and I've been homeless going on off for the last 8 years. I finally have a place to live. I'm finally working, and I have not gotten any trouble in 2 years. I turned myself in yesterday to the cops, and came in because they told me they would kick me out. So, because I wanted to get everything taken care of and make sure I was doing the right thing. I was tired of having warrants over my head and everything. I don't want to lose my place to live and my job and get back on the street over this, because I'm really trying to do the right thing. I haven't been using, I've been doing good. I've been doing really good.
So according to the Form 4, you in fact did not turn yourself in yesterday, that you were picked up at a trailer.
Yes, at my house. I had told them where I was when I called. I told them I was ready. I didn't know what to do, that I had lost contact with my probation officer. She had moved, and in the process of trudging them over, I had lost a phone. Like I said, I was homeless, and I didn't know what to do. So I had called down there and told them, I was ready to come in, and they showed up this morning. But I gave them my address. I told them where I was.
All right. In view of the length of time that you have been out of contact with your probation, I do believe that a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500 is appropriate in both of your probation cases. So, in fact, I am.
It was only $250 when I came in, ma'am.
Well, it was $250 when those probation violation warrants were issued 2 years ago. All right, at this point, you have been out of contact with your probation, and frankly, your story is not consistent with what I'm seeing in the information that I have. As a result, I'm going to set a $500 secured appearance bond in your 21 case and a $500 secured appearance bond in your 22 case. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. Alex Nunez, please.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Alex Nunez.
And Mr. Nunez, what is your date of birth?
June 19th, 1975.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2023-150518. In that matter, I'm not appointing an attorney for you because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court, and I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you do need to go to your hearings. Do you have any questions?
No questions, Your Honor, but I just would like to say, as far as not appearing, and I'm not looking for sympathy, just understanding that I had just lost my mother, and it was a really hectic time, and it was motion to continue after motion to continue in Chandler Court after motion to continue, sometimes me, sometimes Chandler Court, and it was just a really hectic time, and then next thing I know, it's here in Phoenix, and it just got away from me, and that's the reason for no failure to appear. And I was pretty much on autopilot then, still in shock, and now I'm just getting back into the groove of things, and I do want to resolve the situation. That's all I want to say.
Okay. Well, I hope you are, in fact, back in the groove of things, and I hope that you are able to meet all of your responsibilities. I'm going to go ahead and leave that bond set. Go ahead, step to the left.
Thanks, Sean.
Jesse Ramirez, please. Oh. Skip Mr. Ramirez. And then Victor Mendoza Velasquez.
Who are we looking for?
Ramirez, Jesse Ramirez. And then Velasquez.
Ramirez. Velasquez. You're up next. There.
All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Jesse Ramirez, 5696.
All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2024-127483. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In that matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you do need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, and you need to go to your hearings. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. Victor Mendoza Velasquez, please, and then Lorraine Coronado. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Victor Mendoza Velasquez.
And Mr. Mendoza Velasquez, what is your date of birth?
8/29/1972.
All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you failed to comply with your probation in your case CR 2024-101527. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post your bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork for you.
Thank you.
All right, Lorraine Coronado, please, and then Leandra Duncan. All right, Ms. Coronado, go ahead, state your name.
Lorraine Rodriguez Coronado.
And Ms. Coronado, what is your date of birth?
It's 8/6/93.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2023-12983. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court, and I am also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you do need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, and you need to go to your hearing.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Leandra Duncan, please, and then Edgar Dominguez. All right, Ms. Duncan, go ahead, state your name.
Leandra Duncan.
And Ms. Duncan, what is your date of birth?
June 1st, 1982.
All right, ma'am, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probations in your case of CR 2024-147945 and CR 2024-115558. In both of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and in both of those matters, I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 24 matter ending 7945, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In your 24 case ending 5558, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork for you. All right, Edgar Dominguez, please, and then Zachariah Bishop. All right, Mr. Dominguez, go ahead, state your name.
Edgar Marquez Dominguez,
And Mr. Dominguez, what is your date of birth?
6/12/90.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2025-115258. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you were eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $150. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I'm reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, and you do need to go to your hearing.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Zachariah Bishop, please, and then Kirk Seal.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
My name is Zachariah Bishop, and if you need my birth date, it's 3/17/1991.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because
Believe me, ma'am, it is super confusing on why I'm in this courtroom. I just got literally sentenced to 81 days.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is for the La Paz case for the excessive speeding.
It is, well, so, and you'll have to forgive me, I'm not really great with Arizona counties, and I know I should be. I've undoubtedly failed some sort of Arizona geography test. It is the Courtside Justice Court. Is that in La Paz?
That's La Paz County.
Okay.
That's correct.
All right, so they issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in their matter stemming from an excessive speeding case. All right. In that matter, I'm indicating that an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing for limited representation regarding the bond issue only, because I am setting a $50 secured appearance bond in that matter. The purpose of setting that $50 secured appearance bond is to give you credit for time in custody in that case. If you're going to be here for 81 days anyway, you might as well try to get credit for time in custody, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I do appreciate that. This ticket is over 9 years old, so just the fact that they're trying to, as far as I'm aware, this wasn't even supposed to be a non-extraditable ticket. So I don't understand why I'm still getting continually pressed by this particular traffic infraction, because I'm assuming it was upgraded from a traffic violation to a misdemeanor. Is that correct? How would they word this excessive speeding charge?
So it is, they cited, wait, hold on, just give me a second.
My apologies. If I remember correctly, it was excessive speeding over 125 miles.
So you're being charged with ARS 28701.2A3. As I read that statute, and I did look it up, it is a misdemeanor.
Okay.
So at this point, I can't provide you with legal advice. No. What I can say is if you're going to be here anyway, you might as well try to get credit for time in custody. According to this warrant, and I've just got the teletype, so it's hard to read. I'm going to be honest, it's hard to read. It said extradite local and adjacent counties only. So
I mean that's what's very worrisome about this, because technically this is not an adjacent county.
Okay.
La Paz County is the border of California. So just the fact that's why I think, because I got pulled over by the state troopers out here for that excessive speeding charge, and I haven't been able to really get it done unless I was actually able to get extradited to courtside.
Okay.
So
you are going to be in custody anyway. You are going to, according to the information you're giving me, you're going to be in custody on November 10th at 8:30, which is your court date and time for courtside justice court. Should be able to arrange, or officers should be able to, detention officers should be able to arrange for you to appear remotely for that.
Okay.
So
I really do hope so, and my apologies. I do appreciate your honor for reducing that bond, because it's really old. I don't understand why they're still trying to attack me for it, but I'd rather get it taken care of as soon as possible. So I do appreciate that.
in case you ever, it's always good to get these things taken care of so they're not hanging over your head, right?
Yes, ma'am. I actually do have I'm sorry, Your Honor. I actually do have a question. So when I do appear for courtside court, can I reference my time that I'm currently doing incarceration to? It's public information, right? If that you consider that information relevant, we do tell folks that we do set these placeholder bonds in an effort to give them credit for time in custody. Whether or not you actually get credit for time in custody would, I guess, ultimately be up to courtside, not up to me. But that's my intention there. Okay. I understand. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead. Step to the left, officer. Has your paperwork. All right, Kirk Fell, please. Yes, ma'am. Did I miss someone? All right, Mr. Go ahead, say your name because
Sorry, it's File.
It's File.
Its spelling is ridiculous.
No, it is not. I just didn't know how to say it. All right, Mr. File, go ahead, state your name.
Kirk Rudolph File.
Okay. And what is your date of birth?
10/12/1992.
All right, sir, you are here this evening because you were charged with criminal damage, a Class 2 misdemeanor, assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, and disorderly conduct fighting a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. Give me just a second.
What probable cause? Because I never touched them. The criminal damage, I understand. My dad pushed open my bedroom door. I was trying to stay in my bedroom and retreat to my bedroom because my dad is very scary. He does rush me. He gets in my face. And that's what was going on. I retreated to my bedroom, closed the door. As he tried to fight me to open the door to come into my bedroom, the door broke on my side. I was holding the middle of the door, and I will accept that, but I never struck anyone. I never touched anyone. I never did there's no evidence of me being hurt. There's no evidence of them being hurt.
Okay.
Um,
So the information that I have, the
Okay.
Form 4 alleges that the defendant, that she slammed a door into victim 1, causing
No.
a visible abrasion to the knee. Due to the force used, the hole in the door occurred consistent with the height of victim 1's knee. And then Form 4 goes on to allege that following Miranda, you did admit to shutting the door on victim 1.
Okay, so if his knee hit the door,
All right, but here's,
I get it.
you asked me for my information or what information I'm relying on. That's the information that I'm relying on.
Sure.
Like I said, I did find probable cause. I am indicating that an attorney should be appointed,
And just to
Wait.
press, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, hold on, let
Okay,
me
I'm
just
sorry.
get to the end. We are gonna need to reprint that.
I'd just like to say, I have no money. I'm homeless at the moment. I have the home.
So let me get to the end, and then if
Okay.
you have questions, we can deal with questions at the end. All right, because of the nature of those charges, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this evening. I am setting a hearing on November 19th at 1 p.m. Will you go to that?
Of course.
Okay. And based upon your promise to appear, I'm releasing you this evening on your own recognizance. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. You are not to have any contact with any alleged victim. You are not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. You are to obey the terms of any order of protection that is issued or may be issued. You may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. If you presently reside with any alleged victim, you must find an alternative residence. You can arrange for one civil standby with law enforcement to collect any essential belongings.
Much appreciated.
All right, do you have any questions?
Not at this time, ma'am.
All right, go ahead,
Your
step to
Honor.
left. Officer has your paperwork. Thank you. All right, Carlos Molina, please. All right, hold on just a second for me. That's fine. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Carlos Leyva,
And Mr. Leyva, what is your date of birth?
07/19/2000.
All right, sir, you are here because Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest in a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about August 24th of 2024, you committed the offense of sale or transportation of narcotic drugs, a Class 2 felony. In that matter, I am not appointing you an attorney because based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, you're not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney. You can, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on November 20th at 8:30 and November 24th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
Okay, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you this evening on your own recognizance. Do you need to go to your hearings? If you don't, another warrant may issue for your arrest.
I'll be there. Yes.
All right, officer has your paperwork.
Thank you.
Necessary information to
Interpreter, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. My name is Anna, ID number 386593 with Language Line Solutions, Spanish interpreter. I'm ready for your instructions.
Okay, perfect. My name is Commissioner Campbell. We are going to have two individuals we need your assistance with this evening. Sometimes we have a bit of audio complications. In the event that you are struggling to hear us, I just need you to let us know, and please don't hang up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Officer, are we ready with Berenice?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Roman Navarrete, will you please state your name?
Berenice.
We have to wait.
Berenice.
Yeah. Interpreter, will you please explain to Ms. Roman Navarrete that that we have to speak through your services?
Muy buenas tardes, señora Román. Debo dejarle saber que debemos de hablar a través de los servicios de interpretación. Ahora sí, si puede declarar su nombre, por favor.
Berenice Román Navarrete.
Berenice Román Navarrete.
Ajá.
And Ms. Roman Navarrete, what is your date of birth?
Y señora Román Navarrete, ¿cuál es su fecha de nacimiento?
Enero 27 del 85.
January 27 of 85.
All right, ma'am, you are here this evening because you were arrested yesterday on charges of transportation and or sale of dangerous drugs, a Class 2 felony.
Muy bien, usted se encuentra aquí esta noche, señora, porque fue arrestada anoche por transporte de drogas, que es una felonía clase 2.
I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30.
Le voy a poner un abogado y le vamos a poner una audiencia el 12 de noviembre a las 8:30 y luego el 14 de noviembre a las 8:30.
Both of those hearings will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court.
Ambas audiencias van a ser en la Corte Superior de Maricopa del downtown.
In your matter, I am setting a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $100,000.
En cuanto a usted, le voy a poner una fianza que solo puede ser en efectivo por la cantidad de $100,000.
In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain release conditions.
En caso que usted pueda pagar esa fianza y asegurar su liberación, se le va a poner condiciones al liberarla. Go ahead.
Those include electronic monitoring, house arrest.
Eso va a incluir arresto domiciliar con monitoreo electrónico. Go ahead.
And you are not to have any contact with any co-defendants.
Y no debe de tener ningún contacto con ningún co-defendiente.
Officer has your paperwork. If you want to go ahead, step to your left.
El oficial tiene su papeleo si quiere pasar a mano izquierda.
Okay, gracias.
Thank you.
All right. And hold on for us just a second, interpreter. We're going to switch people out.
Sure.
Interpreter, we're still waiting.
No worries.
I just didn't want you to think we'd hung up on you or anything.
No. Okay.
All right, interpreter, if you want to just hang on for just a second, I have one house call I need to read on into the record. I'm going to do that, and then as soon as Mr. Perez gets here, we'll go to Mr. Perez's matter. Does that suit you okay?
That sounds great. I'll be waiting here.
Okay, thank you. All right, we have one house call this evening. Our house call is Jonathan Wire. Mr. Wire's date of birth is 6/9/1989. Mr. Wire is before the court this evening because Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for his arrest. Actually, let me back that up. Mr. Wire is here because he is currently on probation, and his case is CR 2024-115438 and CR 2025-120921. In both of those cases, his new charges in Phoenix City Court Case 30001311201, which is obstructing a highway and resisting police, would constitute an alleged Term 1 violation of his existing probation cases. In his probation cases, I am appointing him an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In each of his probation cases, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. If anything changes after I talk to Mr. Wire in jail, I will update my written orders in his case. Interpreter, thank you for being so patient and bearing with us.
My pleasure.
You guys really are bringing Mr. Perez in, right?
Yeah. Oh, did you? I'm so sorry. Were you waiting on us?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought we were waiting on him to get here.
No, oh, no, he was right there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, that's why I was like, oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Miscommunication. Yeah, he was in here the whole time.
Okay, perfect. All right, interpreter, let's go ahead and get started. All right, Mr. Perez, go ahead, state your name.
Muy bien, muy buenas tardes, señor Pérez. ¿Puede dar su nombre, por favor?
Leonel Pérez Armenta. Leonel Pérez Armenta.
Pérez.
Pérez Armenta, Leonel.
Pérez Armenta Lionel.
Ajá.
All right, Mr. Perez Armenta, what is your date of birth?
Señor Pérez Armenta, ¿cuál es su fecha de nacimiento?
28 de noviembre de 1996.
November 28, 1996.
November 28th or November 26th?
November
28 de noviembre o 26. dice el 26 de noviembre o el 28 de noviembre.
But 28.
All right. Karina, can we make a note of that?
I'm not sure, because the only note that I can do is in the contract on ISIS, but I'm not sure if it translates.
Okay. All right. All right, sir, you are here this evening because you have been charged with transportation and/or sale of dangerous drugs, a Class 2 felony.
Muy bien, se encuentra usted aquí el día de hoy porque se le han puesto cargos por transporte y venta de drogas peligrosas, que es una felonía clase 2. Go ahead.
Possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony.
Posesión de una arma por una persona que está prohibida tenerla, que es una felonía clase 4. Go ahead.
Possession of a weapon in a drug offense, a Class 4 felony.
Y posesión de una arma en una ofensa de drogas, que es una felonía clase 4 también.
Did find probable cause for all of those.
Encontré causa probable para todos estos. Go ahead.
And I am appointing you an attorney.
Le estaré poniendo un abogado.
Karina, we do need to, hold on for me, an interpreter, or you can interpret. We do need to reprint that to account for the co-defendant for the attorney appointment.
Oh.
All right. As I said, I'm sorry, go ahead, interpreter.
Necesitamos imprimir eso nuevamente para tomar en cuenta el coacusado. Permítame un momento. Go ahead.
All right, I'm setting hearings on November 12th at 8:30 and November 14th at 8:30.
Le voy a poner audiencia para el 11 de noviembre, perdón, el 12 de noviembre a las 8:30 y el 14 de noviembre a las 8:30.
Both of those hearings will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court.
Ambas audiencias serán o se llevarán a cabo en el Tribunal Superior del Condado de Maricopa, en el centro de la ciudad. Go ahead.
In your matter, I am setting a $100,000 cash-only appearance bond.
En el asunto suyo, yo voy a ponerle una fianza de $100,000 en efectivo. Go ahead.
In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain release conditions, including electronic monitoring, house arrest.
En caso que usted pueda pagar esa fianza y asegurar su libertad, se le pondrán condiciones en su liberación, incluyendo un monitoreo y arresto domiciliario. Go ahead.
And you are not to have any contact with any co-defendant.
Y no debe tener ningún contacto con un coacusado. Go ahead.
All right, officers have your paperwork for you. If you want to go ahead, step to the left.
Los oficiales tienen su papeleo. Si puede pasar al lado izquierdo.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, interpreter, thank you so much for your assistance this evening. We really appreciated it.
It was a pleasure, Commissioner Campbell. Thank you for using our services. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, that brings us to the end of our 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar. We are going to go ahead and stand adjourned until 11, and we are off.
All right.
Thank you. Please be seated. This is the 11 p.m. calendar on November 5th, 2025. Orders are given on the first of the month regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints. Those orders remain in effect today. What that means for you in the courtroom is this: not every single one of you has to give your DNA or your fingerprints. If you have to do that, those orders will be on your paperwork. My name is Commissioner Beck. I'm here to do a few things for you. Number one, I'm here to let you know why you're here. Number two, if you might be released. Number three, if you're going to be assigned an attorney. The vast majority of you will be assigned an attorney, which leads to my number one rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case. Anything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in the courtroom is video recorded. So please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Second, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions for me. Unfortunately, I'm not your legal counsel, so I can't answer legal questions for you. So please save those types of questions for your attorney. Finally, you're going to be hearing about lots of different dates and different types of release conditions. You don't have to memorize all that stuff. All that information is going to be on your paperwork. That's why it's important to keep your paperwork and save it. Don't lose it. If you end up missing a court date or you don't follow a written court order, you could just end up back here. When it comes to those release conditions, when I see you in the courtroom, I'm going to be telling you about some of those release conditions, not every single one of those release conditions. For a complete list of your release conditions, please refer to your paperwork. Here's how tonight's going to work. I'm going to call two names. The first name I call is going to come in the courtroom and stand in front of me at the podium. Second name I call is going to sit on that chair next to the door, and we're going to keep on cycling through until the calendar's finished. Mr. Goebel?
Hi, Judge.
Hi. I just want to let you know I'm probably not going to see your client until later in the calendar. I just want to give you the heads up. Did they make you aware of that?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, sure. I just didn't want you waiting.
That's fine, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Michael Long to the podium. Eric Bautista to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Michael Long, 10/15/1953.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today in a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for aggravated DUI, 2 counts of aggravated DUI. It's class 4 felonies. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are November 12 and November 14 in the downtown Superior Court. I'm setting a secured appearance bond of $25,000. If you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services supervision with alcohol and drug testing and monitoring. Furthermore, if you bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you cannot drive any type of motor vehicle. Sir, if you want to please step to your left for your paperwork. Eric Bautista to the podium. Iris Ortiz to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Eric Batista, 02/01/1980.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on a Superior Court new case, 2 Superior Court arrest warrants, and 4 probation violation warrants. So let me talk to you about your new Superior Court case. You've been arrested for aggravated taking the identity of another Class 3 felony. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are November 12th and November 14th in the downtown Superior Court. For this new case, you have a $10,000 secured appearance bond. You also have 2 Superior Court arrest warrants. For the first one, probable cause was previously found for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. These were alleged to have occurred back on April 27th of 2025. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court dates are again November 12th and November 14th in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your trial judge. It's a $1,000 cash bond. On your second Superior Court arrest warrant, probable cause was previously found for shoplifting, a Class 4 felony. This was alleged to have occurred back on February 11th of 2025. I'm assigning counsel, same court dates of November 12th and 14th. Let me see, you have a cash bond in this case of $2,500. Finally, you have 4 probation violation warrants. Actually, there are 4 failure to appear warrants for your probation violations. I'm not assigning you new counsel. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date for all 4 of these is going to be November 12th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. First one is $500. Second one is $500. Third one is $500. All of them are $500. So for your probation violations, it's an extra $2,000 secured appearance. Sir, if you're able to bond out on all of your matters, you are not to return to the scenes of the crime. No contact with any victims or witnesses. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out on all your matters, you have to contact your PO within 24 hours because you are in intensive probation services. Want to please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Iris Ortiz to the podium. Jocelyn Rueda to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
August 29, 1977.
Name, please.
Iris Jessica Ortiz.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date's November 12th in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a cash bond of $15,000 because you've been extradited from California. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days. Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Jocelyn Rueda to the podium. Michael Clark to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Jocelyn Rueda, February 22nd, 1995.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court grand jury warrant. The grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on 1 count of illegally conducting an enterprise, a Class 3 felony, 1 count of conspiracy, a Class 3 felony, 4 counts of misconduct and trafficking in weapons, a Class 3 felony. These were alleged to have occurred between May 4th of 2024 and February of 2025. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date's November 13th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the grand jury. It's a $10,000 cash bond. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial services supervision with electronic ankle monitoring. Furthermore, if you bond out, you're to have no contact with any co-defendants, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Before proceeding, Ms. Stetson, are you on the line?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is here.
Hi. Hi, just one question for you. Are you appearing on the end of the calendar?
Sorry, you cut out for a second, Your Honor.
Will you just be appearing on the 4 matters at the end of the calendar?
Yes, Your Honor, that's the plan. Is there something that you need the state to appear on otherwise?
No, I just wanted to clarify. Thank you, Ms. Stetson. I'll call you when those matters come up.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Michael Clark to the podium. Manuel Cortez to the chair, please. Michael Clark.
Michael, Clark. The hoodie. Michael, over here.
Sir, name and date of birth?
Michael Clark, October 6, 1985.
Thank you. You're here today on 3 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's November 12th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by a probation violation judge. First one is $750 secured. Second one is $750 secured. Third one is $500 secured appearance. So total, $2,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Manuel Cortez to the podium. Jorge Padilla to the chair, please. Yes, sir. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
011393.
Name, please.
Manuel Cortez Jr.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's November 12th in the downtown Superior Court. Sir, I am setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out on all of your matters, you got to contact your PO within 3 days.
All right.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Jorge Padilla to the podium. Vernon Benali to the chair, please. Jorge Padilla.
Jorge.
Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Jorge Padilla, 6/30/1998.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on 2 failure to appear warrants. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date is going to be November 12th in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your original judge. On the first one, it's $250 secured. Second one is $500, so total $750 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay.
Please step to your left for your paperwork. Thank you. Vernon Bonale to the podium. Christine Quinones to the chair, please.
Hello.
Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Vernon Benali, 7/30/89.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you counsel. Your next court date's November 12th in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's a $750 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, got to contact your PO within 3 days.
Sir.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Christine Quinones to the podium. Daniel Verdugo to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Christine Quinones, 7394.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case and a probation violation warrant. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for criminal trespass, a Class 6 felony. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are November 12 and November 14 in the downtown Superior Court. I'm setting a placeholder bond of $50. You also have a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date is November 12 in the downtown Superior Court. Finding probable cause as to a new Term 1 violation, I'm setting a secured appearance bond of $500. So total $550. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You can't go back to where you were arrested, and you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Daniel Verdugo to the podium. Trinae O'Connor to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
February 16th, 1987.
Your name, please.
Daniel Verdugo.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's November 12th in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by a probation violation judge. On each one, it's a $250 secured appearance bond, so total $500 secured appearance. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Trinae O'Connor to the podium. Caitlin Bird to the chair, please. Would you please lower your hoodie?
Take your hoodie down. All the way up, man.
He's working on it. It's okay. Thank you, sir. Could I please have your full name and date of birth? Date of birth, please.
March 2002.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for criminal trespass, a Class 6 felony. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are November 12th and November 14th in the downtown Superior Court. I'm setting a placeholder bond of $50, sir. It appears as if you have some other matters that you're being held on, and so you'll get credit for time served while I have this placeholder bond. If you're able to bond out on all of your matters, you're going to be placed on pretrial services supervision. You're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Sir, if you want, please step to your left for your paperwork. Caitlin Bird to the podium. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Caitlin Bird, 12/4/95.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 Justice Court warrants. I'm not assigning you an attorney because for the types of charges that you're facing, you don't get a free attorney, but you can hire your own attorney if you want one. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Your next court date is going to be November 20th. That's at the El Centro Justice Court for both of those cases. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release. Once you're out of custody, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes.
Okay. Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yeah.
Do you have any weapons you need to give up?
No.
Do you promise to appear on November 20th at the El Centro Justice Court?
Yes.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue another warrant for your arrest?
Okay.
Do you understand that, though?
Yes.
All right. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you on your own recognizance. Please make sure to show up to court, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Will you please clear the courtroom?
Everyone stand up, let's go. Good job, Bob.
May I approach?
Please.
You're so busy, though.
No, I'm here.
For a year you've been under, right? When you told me that today, we came over, got a chance to say hi.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good to see you. Can we get Mr. Powell, please? Okay, could I please get appearances, starting with the state on Jason Cow?
Ashley Smithson on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Evening, Your Honor. Jonathan Global from Rhodes Esteemed Law Group for Jason Cow, who is present in custody and standing to my left.
Thank you. Sir, could I please have your full name and date of birth?
Jason Hui Cao. It's April 2nd, 2000.
Thank you. Before proceeding, Mr. Goebel, are you here for the just for the initial appearance or for the remainder of the case?
The whole case, Your Honor. We've been retained by his family.
Okay. And will you be arguing probable cause, release conditions, or both?
I'm not going to argue probable cause, Your Honor, after reading the Form 4, but I would like to be heard on release conditions. I'm sure counsel for the state would like to be heard first, though.
No, absolutely. All right. Sir, you're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for 10 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, Class 2 felonies. I have found probable cause. Sir, I'm not assigning you counsel because it appears as if Mr. Goebel has been retained for you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to refer to him, even during this time. Your next court dates are going to be November 12th and November 14th in the downtown Superior Court. All right. Ms. Stetson, would you like to make your record regarding release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would be requesting bond be set in the amount of $150,000 cash with the conditions laid out in the state's written recommendation, which include electronic monitoring, no contact with minors, and no use of internet except for school or work. Your Honor, the allegations are very much outlined in the Form 4. The state won't get into them. However, the reason for the state's recommendation is that he is charged with 10 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, Your Honor. He is looking at a lifetime sentence with this lifetime prison sentence, Your Honor. The state absolutely believes that this is that these charges themselves are a concern to the community. The state believes that he is a risk to the community. The state acknowledges that he does not have any criminal history, but despite that, the state still is asking for that bond. Your Honor, there are concerns based on statements he made in the Form 4 that gives state concern that this behavior may continue to happen. So for that reason, the state is asking for a bond to be set in the amount of $150,000 cash. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Goebel, response?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, obviously my client is just 25 years old. He has no previous criminal history, as counsel for the state referenced. Obviously, no failures to appear. We don't believe that he's a flight risk at all, Your Honor. Obviously, he's retained private counsel. We would be asking, Your Honor, I understand that pretrial services with just electronic monitoring based on the charges themselves would be asking quite a lot, Your Honor. In my experience, that's not generally what the court would do, but we would ask for a reasonable secured appearance bond. Here, Your Honor, again, he has no previous convictions. There's no allegations other than the images themselves being on a hard drive, Your Honor. There's no evidence that there's any trafficking or anything that would show that he's a harm to the community. We would be fine with what the counsel for the state requested once he's bonded out on a secured appearance bond for ankle monitoring and as well as internet terms, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We're thinking somewhere between $10,000 and $30,000 secured appearance bond, Your Honor.
Ms. Stetson, last word.
Again, Your Honor, the state realizes that the counsel just stated that the suspect is not a flight risk. However, Your Honor, he is looking at a life sentence in prison, Your Honor. That in itself gives the state reason to believe that he could potentially be a flight risk. Again, Your Honor, the state has concerns for the safety of the community based on the allegations. This very much is not a victimless crime, and therefore the state does believe that this is an appropriate bond amount. Thank you.
Thank you. After hearing from both counsel and in reviewing the record before me, and also weighing the fact that the defendant has no prior criminal history, weighing that against the fact that the strength of the evidence in this case does seem to be fairly strong, although I would disagree with the contention that this case is necessarily could turn into a life sentence. The defendant is looking possibly at a lengthy prison sentence in this case. Given the serious nature of the charges, I'll be making the following orders. I will be following the state's recommendation in this case. It'll be a $150,000 cash bond at this time.
Your Honor, can I be heard on that?
Please.
Again, I'm sorry. I have been here many times for many clients with the exact same charges. I've never seen higher than a $50,000 bond, ever. For the record, a $150,000 cash bond is exorbitant and really over the top here for these particular charges, Your Honor. There should at least be a secured appearance bond. Again, this is triple of, I could go back and pull cases if you want, Your Honor. I've never seen a bond this high for this charges with someone with no priors. This is excessive.
Ms. Stetson, response?
Your Honor, the state would make the same argument again that it made the two previous times. This is based on the fact that he is charged, well, not charged, but he was booked in on 10 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, Your Honor. He is looking at a lengthy prison sentence. That is correct, Your Honor. It's not necessarily a life sentence, but the charges themselves would be longer than the sentencing would likely be longer than the average person would live. So the state would like to correct itself on that. Again, Your Honor, the state does have concerns for the safety of the community. This is a very serious charges. So therefore, Your Honor, the state believes that the bond is appropriate. The suspect made allegations that he has an addiction to pornography, Your Honor. Based on that, the state have concerns that he will not follow conditions of the court. So the state would ask for the $150,000 cash bond. Thank you.
This is a completely arbitrary request, Your Honor, based on my experience, my 20-plus years of experience, and I've represented many clients for the exact same charges in this court. I've never seen counsel for the state ask for this type of bond, ever.
So for the record, having only been here for about a year, I have seen this recommendation from the state on multiple occasions, and then both myself and my colleagues, they have affirmed those amounts, but here again is what I'm weighing. And counsels, please correct me if I'm wrong. Should he be found guilty at trial, the presumptive term for each image is 5 years. Is that correct?
It would be 10 years, Your Honor, is what it would be. And they would run consecutive, but this would be only if he didn't go to trial and were found guilty on each of these counts.
Understood.
For counsel for the state to be suggesting that this is a life sentence is a little inappropriate, quite frankly, Your Honor.
And I've stated that on the record that a life sentence is strong language, although
A bond shouldn't be proportionate to the amount of sentencing time that someone is looking at. It should be measured.
So after, again, hearing from both counsels, and
again, Your Honor, he's going to be on ankle bracelet unless he's released. He's not going anywhere. That's supposing that his family can post. The last three that I have had, Your Honor, that's been a $50,000 secured appearance bond. If they can manage to raise the funds, he's going to be on ankle monitoring with pretrial services and not be able to use internet terms. If the counsel for the state's worried about the danger to the community, if he's not allowed to use the internet, then there's no danger to the community based on these alleged charges.
So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to reduce the cash bond. I'm going to reduce it by $50,000.
Can we make that secured appearance, please, Your Honor?
Mr. Goebel, at this point, it's not a question of proportionality, but the fact that he may not appear to be a flight risk now, but given the amount of time that he could be facing, that does add possible fuel to the fire.
Judge, how could he run with an ankle bracelet on?
It happens, sir. It does happen. And I know
not with people that I represent, Your Honor.
I understand. And I understand that you're fighting your hardest for your client, and I thank you for that.
But again, if you could please reconsider just to make it $100,000 secured. $100,000 for this young man's family in cash would be unreachable, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Goebel, at this time, I'll be I'll be ordering the $100,000 in cash at this time. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you will be placed on pretrial services supervision with the electronic ankle monitoring. You're to have no contact with any alleged victims if there are any live victims. You're to have no contact with any minors. You are prohibited from accessing the internet except to communicate with your defense counsel. And you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Ms. Stetson, anything further for this matter?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Goebel, anything further for this matter?
Again, Your Honor, I ask you to reconsider for the record. I'll go back at the next court and ask for another motion to modify the release conditions based on the previous cases that I've had with the exact same charges, Your Honor.
Understood.
This was way over the top.
Understood. Mr. Cow, so please keep in touch with with Mr. Goebel. Your next court dates again are November 12th and November 14th. It sounds like Mr. Goebel is going to file what's called a motion to modify release conditions, which is within his power to do. So those release conditions could possibly change with the next judge, but again, that'll be ultimately up to the next judge, and whatever the permanent prosecutor, the official prosecutor on your cases is going to respond to. So again, please keep in touch with defense counsel. We have any paperwork for Mr. Powell? Okay, please get Mr. Barnes to the podium. Matthew Druin to the chair, please. Okay, could I please get appearances starting with the state?
Good evening, Your Honor. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
And good evening, Your Honor. Michelle Skura for Mr. Barnes, who is present and in custody this evening.
Thank you. Sir, could I please have your full name and date of birth?
Gary Barnes, 11966.
Is it Gary Allen Barnes?
Yes.
All right, sir. Ms. Skura, are you appearing solely for the initial appearance or for the remainder of Mr. Barnes's case?
At this time, Your Honor, it is for the remainder of the case.
Okay, and will you be, actually, there's no release, or there's no probable cause to argue. Okay.
Correct.
All right, sir. Sir, you're here today on a Superior Court grand jury warrant. Grand jury's found probable cause to hold you on one count of voyeurism, a Class 5 felony. This was alleged to have occurred back on July 30th of 2021. I'm not assigning you counsel because it appears as if you retained Ms. Skura, and so please, if you have any questions, please keep in touch with her and ask her any of those questions that you may have. Your next court date is going to be November 13th at the Downtown Superior Court. Ms. Stetson, would you like to be heard regarding release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor, very quickly. This is a grand jury case. Your Honor, the state is not privy to the facts of this case. Given that this is a grand jury case, a judicial officer heard this case and felt that the warrant of $1,000 was appropriate, so the state will just ask that you affirm that. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Skura, your response, please?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to make it known that we have actually been on this case since 2021. And since 2021, we have been in constant contact with Chandler and the Maricopa County attorney. Last year, Chandler told us that this matter was turned down by Maricopa. We contacted Maricopa today, and they told us it went to grand jury. We understand that he's here for one felony count, which is a voyeurism count. Mr. Barnes does not have any prior history. He's gainfully employed, married. His wife is a school teacher. There's no minors in the house. And Your Honor, just based on the fact that he has retained us and he has been in contact with me for, at this point, almost 5 years, he intends to fight these charges and clear his name. We are going to ask for an OR release. If EM is required, that's fine, but he doesn't pose a flight risk. Sorry about that. And he's definitely not a danger to the community in this. This is a non-violent, non-dangerous crime against children. I feel OR would be appropriate.
Thank you. Ms. Stetson, final word?
Your Honor, again, the state would just ask that Your Honor affirm the bond, and due to the fact that this is a grand jury case and the judicial officer that heard the case felt that that was appropriate. Thank you.
Thank you. After hearing from both counsels and reviewing the record before me, I do acknowledge that the defendant has no prior criminal history. At the same time, I also acknowledge that because this is a grand jury warrant, that we have no further information than what the original judicial officer who set this bond was able to hear. For that reason, I'm going to be affirming that judicial officer's bond. It's a $1,000 secured appearance bond. So a secured appearance bond means that you can use a bond company. It's not $1,000 cash. So it's $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, sir, you're going to be placed on pretrial services supervision with any electronic ankle monitor. You're not to return to the scene of the crime. not to have any contact with any victims or witnesses. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And if there are any orders of harassment that are issued against you, you must follow those orders. Ms. Skura, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor, I know everything's very limited since it's grand jury and everything's sealed. And I understand that the state and yourself do not have as much information as I do. Just wanted to let Mr. Barnes know that he will be bonded out hopefully by tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Stetson, anything further?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, sir, please keep in touch with your defense counsel, okay? Thank you. Please step to the left for your paperwork. All right, thank you, Ms. Skura, for appearing. Matthew Druin to the podium. Please remove your hat.
I apologize.
All right. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
11/01/1991.
Name, please?
Matthew Druin.
Thank you. And sir, do you need are you hard of hearing? Can you hear me?
Not that well.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I don't think I noticed any change.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Oh.
All right.
If you, that's a little lower. Yeah.
How's that?
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, sir, you're here today on the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for 2 counts of molestation of a child, Class 2 felony, 2 counts of sexual conduct with a minor, Class 2 felony. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are November 12th and November 14th in the downtown Superior Court. Ms. Stetson, would you like to make your record regarding release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. First of all, Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state. Your Honor, the state is requesting bond be set in the amount of $150,000 cash with standard release conditions for sex crimes, including electronic monitoring, no contact with minors, and the state did request a no internet condition as well. Your Honor, this is a delayed sexual abuse case involving a minor. That minor is now a 20-year-old woman, Your Honor. There are, in the amended probable cause statement that the state did for the court, there are potential allegations that there may be more victims, Your Honor. Given that, the state has concerns about the suspect being released without conditions. The state does have concerns for the safety of the community, given the fact that there are additional victims, or there may be additional victims, Your Honor. So the state does believe that $150,000 cash is appropriate. Thank you.
Sir, did you hear what the prosecutor had to say?
Yes, I did.
Okay, without talking about the facts of your case, because anything you say or do can be used against you, did you have a recommendation as to what you believe your release conditions should be?
The term was like something like the pretrial services that they offered or whatever. I cannot drive. I not only don't have a driver's license, I also am physically incapable because of my balance and my ear. I'm incapable of, I do not own a vehicle. I do not, I don't know how to drive. Like, I don't own anything. And then I guess the other statement is, the question actually is, do you have the appointed attorney that you mentioned? Is that something that when I speak to them, this is more something that gets re-talked about when I speak to my attorney?
I don't understand your question, but basically, you're going to get a free attorney, and whatever questions you might have about your case, you can ask of your attorney.
I just don't know all the terminology, so I'm a little lost with my words when I say this stuff. So, I just mean that this hearing right now, basically, when I get my attorney, is it redone in that case or in that step, basically? Because I'm just, like, again, I'm not familiar, so I'm just asking.
So in terms of your release conditions?
Just everything, really.
So it sounds like, sir, you have a lot of questions because you are new to this type of process. All those questions that you have, you're going to have to ask of your attorney. It sounds like you're just going to have to start from the beginning about what's going to go on in your case, okay? But at this point, I'm going to just ask you one last time, in terms of your conditions of release, what you believe they should be. The prosecutors asked for $150,000 cash in order for you to be released.
I mean, of course, I'm very poor for one, but just as the pretrial services, this is my obviously first thing that's come up in my name, so I don't know what else to say.
Okay. After hearing from counsel for the state and the defendant and in reviewing his criminal history, I do recognize he has no criminal history. I'm going to be making the following orders. Sir, at this time, I'm going to be affirming the cash bond of $150,000. If you're able to post that bond, you'll be placed on pretrial services supervision with the electronic ankle monitoring. Furthermore, if you bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victims or witnesses. No contact with any minors. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. At this time, I'm not going to impose the internet restriction. Ms. Stetson, do you have anything further?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, sir.
All I was just going to mention is just that the bond, again, $150,000. That's, I mean, low amounts is already not possible, but $150,000 is obviously. Even if I talk to my family, it's not like. Again, I'm sorry that I don't understand and new to this, so I'm just asking that it's obviously lower, but. Again, I'm new to it. I don't know.
I understand, sir. At this time, I'm going to be affirming that bond. So talk to your defense counsel and ask him to try to get that bond modified at a future time. But at this point, it's going to be $150,000 cash. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. If you want to, you have new paperwork over here. If you want to take off your headphones, please. All right, for the last three individuals, I'll be visiting them back at their cell. They pose a risk of harm to themselves or to others. The first individual is Quentin Barbietto, date of birth 12/2/1983. He is here on a Superior Court new case. Ms. Stetson, appearance?
Good evening, Your Honor. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Thank you. Mr. Barbietto has been arrested for 6 counts of unlawful distribution of images of nudity, class 4 felonies, 2 counts of furnishing obscene materials to minors, class 4 felonies, 14 counts of unlawful distribution of images of nudity, class 5 felonies. I have found probable cause and I'm assigning counsel. The next court dates are November 12th and November 14th in the downtown Superior Court. Ms. Stetson, your recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is asking for $75,000 cash on this case. The state, prior to coming on coming to the hearing, spoke with the case agent very briefly, Your Honor. The state did provide the court with the suspect's criminal history. He does have out-of-state criminal history, as well as the fact that he does have prior domestic violence allegations and convictions involving the same victim, Your Honor. The case agent did tell the state that she is extremely fearful of the suspect. So those things, along with the allegations, Your Honor, the allegations are obviously concerning. They are allegations that the suspect is distributing images of the victim engaged in sexual behavior, not only just distributing the images, but giving them access to anyone, including the victim's minor children who saw the images and helped pick up the images, the flyers or the images that were in the victim's yard, Your Honor. So the state does believe that $75,000 cash is appropriate based on the allegations as well as the suspect's criminal history and his to ensure the safety of the victim. Thank you.
Thank you. This time I'm going to be setting a cash bond of $50,000 if he's able to post bond, pretrial services supervision with the electronic ankle monitoring. Furthermore, if he bonds out, he's not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, no contact with any minors. He's prohibited from accessing the internet through any electronic means except to communicate with defense counsel. He's not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, must obey any terms of orders of protection. All right. Ms. Stetson, I believe that's
Yes,
it.
sir.
You may be...
I apologize. Did you, on the last case, did you order electronic monitoring?
I did.
Okay, thank you. I must have missed it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Brianna Thompson, date of birth 7/24/1995, is here on 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning counsel. Next court date's November 12th at the Downtown Superior Court, affirming the bond set by her probation violation judge, $100 as to each case, total $200 secured appearance. If she's able to post bond, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and must contact her PO within 3 days. Jalen Coleman, date of birth 3/21/1996, here on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning counsel. Next court date is November 12th in the Downtown Superior Court. It's going to be held non-bondable due to the violation of his probation. After visiting with these individuals back to their cell, found to make any changes to these release conditions, I'll come back on the record to make those changes. This concludes the 11 p.m. calendar.